thought you said holocron denial. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Man School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these fine folk play the game of D&D with me. Tonight, as we go around the room and introduce ourselves, growing up, were you ever one of those kids that had like a high aspiration for your job when you grew? Like, when I grew up, I want to be this kind of a thing. And if so, what was it?
Man, it's gonna be a lot of sad people
so
going around.
So when you say high aspiration, you just mean we had an idea of what we wanted.
Yeah, like growing up as a kid, I wanted to be Steve Irwin. Like, not specifically Steve Irwin, but I was like, I also want to travel around the world and pick up animals and go, these are beautiful.
He's a big Terry Irwin guy.
Can I just like piggyback on that?
You most certainly
that's
can.
my answer. What up? I'm Zach. I play Kestis Thimbleweed. He's a centaur druid cleric.
What up? That was so cool.
I'm just, just kind of like a cool young guy.
You are.
And for most of my life, I said that I wanted to be a marine biologist. In that same vein, until I basically decided what degree I was going to get based on which school was going to give me a bigger scholarship. And it was one school I had applied as a musical theater major, and the other one I had applied for marine biology. And UCM gave me a bigger scholarship, so I got a theater degree.
What was the other school? Outham.
K-State.
Boo, Wildcats suck.
There's not even marine biology to be studied.
Where's the nearest ocean, idiots?
They should pay you to get a marine biology degree at K-State.
They tried to pay me a
literally
bit, not very much.
Yeah.
And then since then, if people ask like what my dream job is, I say I don't dream of work.
You don't what?
I don't dream of work.
Yep. Don't dream of
That's really cool.
You're talking to your
What a cool
boss
young
right
guy
now,
he
dude.
is.
Oh, and I don't dream of going to work for my boss. I just like hanging out.
That's like the one thing I wish I could change about that.
You'll thank me later.
You could change it. It's a fireable offense.
It is, and you could be the
We're
thing
not
that
Will
starts
State.
it.
I don't want to fire him. I want to change that about his person.
Oh, okay.
I want him to.
You
dream
just want to
of work.
manipulate. Okay.
No.
Yeah, because if you fire him, then his next employer gets the better Zach, and you don't get any of the benefit.
I don't care about that. No, I just want to change him, but I don't want anyone to know that I wanted or intended it to happen. I just like, Jeannie, make this
is
one
probably
change
not the
in.
platform to talk about it then.
You know you're Googling the word gaslight right now, right?
I forgot how to sign into D&D Beyond, so
I don't want you to know that I want you to change. I just want you to change by
based
my
on how I want you to
actions.
change.
Yeah.
Indirect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, there's got to be somebody around who's always trying to make other people worse. You know?
If only I could make Zach not himself and just like only interested in the things I want him to be interested in,
Like coffee.
then he'd be perfect. I don't enjoy that he is his own unique human being. That's not why I actually like him.
You know, I hear that all the time too.
Everyone's zagging Salwiz. I really wish
I just really wish you were only into my stuff.
Tired of you ordering regular Cokes with ice.
That's a good, very specific poll, Will.
Yep.
Zach, I was saying the opposite of what I was actually meaning, right?
So you want me to actually stop liking some of the stuff you like?
No. I was saying I like you just the way you are.
So did anyone else want to be an astronaut growing up? Or like, what are the other,
I think we keep exploring this.
No.
I wanted to be
No,
a
we
therapist.
don't.
Let's keep going, guys.
Wait, that was it?
No,
I
absolutely
like-
not.
This is what I was saying. I don't want to make any changes. I think that's silly.
Funny enough, I play Will.
Time's up. Net friend.
Dang it! Whoa, chat! No! Will just malfunction.
That's a pretty deep thought, right? Like, we're all kind of playing ourselves.
Are we ourselves?
I play Will, and what Will wanted to be when he grew
Are
up
we
was.
human or are we
I'm
dancer?
freaking
you
Will,
know?
and I play Ruza, bro. Okay. But yeah, I play Ruza, the Lizardfolk fighter, level 8. Funny enough, whenever I was younger, I did want to be an astronaut.
Okay.
But then I started doing art, and I was like, I want to be an artist. And then I realized you actually have to have talent for that.
Gotta be good at art.
Yeah, as is many things. Like, you actually have to be good at it. Jeez.
Abstract. That's all you need to know.
I'm going to draw some lines on this canvas real quick.
I'm Michelle, and I play Nell Webb, the little forest gnome bard. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer really bad. I thought that would be like peak job until I think I was like 7. I told my mom this, and she goes like, "We don't live near an ocean. You'd have to move to Florida to do that." And I wept. That's it.
The mention of Florida equals Sep.
Terrified of the idea
No.
of being in Florida.
Yeah.
She knew she had to fly Spirit Airlines to get there.
Yeah.
As a child, for sure. That's the only one that let me buy a ticket.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Matty B, and I play Wyatt Masterson, the Heron Gone Rogue. When I was a kid, I mean, it was pretty solidified. I wanted to drive monster trucks when I was a kid. I
Okay.
was obsessed.
The
That
Monster
tracks.
Energy delivery
I was
trucks?
obsessed
So
with
cool.
Gravedigger.
I love
Nice.
that.
Those monster trucks.
Yep. I like it.
Wait.
Sometimes I learn new facts about you, Matt, but they're all in alignment.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you already knew the fact.
It's rare that I'm shocked by a new
Yeah,
thing
what is
about
this
Matt.
great revelation about Matt gonna be? Oh, yeah, new.
Actually,
Yeah, checks out.
Yep.
That's good.
That's the
Yep.
same guy. I get it.
It's like when you grab an animal
appreciate
cracker and realize they're all the same flavor.
No, they're not.
An animal cracker?
That bad news for you.
No, they're
Holmes.
not.
Sometimes there's
I
frosting.
will.
Sometimes there's
I do play Barrios, typically. I think I wanted to be a pro athlete when I was a kid. Because my parents told me I was good at sports.
Yeah.
No.
Because what?
And halfway
My
decent.
parents believed in me.
So sweet.
Yeah. That helped.
Why are you always bad mouthing them? They really seem like good people.
Abby's gonna be listening to this episode. But were you lying to me this whole time?
Oh, no, I tear them down all the time.
Yeah. Hey, Atticus, you suck at soccer. I don't know that to be true.
I assume that soccer is his sport, Michelle.
Because I've seen him play soccer. He plays
Are
soccer.
you trying to? Are you
He plays
trying?
football and basketball.
Are you trying to bait her into some kind of thing
No.
where you then accuse her of being racist against your son?
No.
It really
Yes.
felt like
It's
yeah.
100%.
That's wild.
Atticus, I don't like your lineage. I'll be forward.
You're gonna have bad children.
Fix it from this generation on.
Yeah.
We've got to keep stalling. Drew's not signed in yet.
My name is Matt.
He'll not know who he's playing.
I play Zook Magoo, male turtle wizard 8 level 8. And I really loved action figures and toys and stuff growing up, so I wanted to be a toy maker.
That's a good
Dude,
one.
that's sick.
Yeah.
That is
That's a
really
good
cool.
job.
Good answer.
Okay, hey everybody, this is Drew. I play Connie, the Reach, the Rocket, the Awesome Brava. And when I was a kid, Human Monk Rogue. Human Monk Rogue level 8.
People don't know what level I am.
Well, you're a level 8 monk and a level 1.
No.
Wait,
Level
he's
7.
9
Yes,
levels?
I am.
I can log in.
The internet's back, you guys.
And it says 9. Neat. So when I was a really little kid, the first thing I can remember wanting to be when I grew up was the guy who the trash guy, the guy who got to ride on the trash truck.
Oh, that is
Oh, hang off the back.
Good answer.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, enough said.
That was when
right.
they let those things drive on the interstate, right?
They must have, because I lived out in the country and we still had trash service. Like every once in a while, they would go by every month or so. I don't know, but it was a big event, and I watched every time and I loved it. But then I think the most like longest term desire would be to basically be a travel host on a travel show, travel documentary, like Rick Steves
Nice.
or Tony
Anthony-
Bourdain,
Burt Kreischer.
Tony B.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really good at that, actually.
Oh, thanks. I think
What would be the first place you would visit?
the first place, my street.
All right, here I am outside my house. Melon's about to whip up some serious Ritz.
that's
and
a pretty good
cream
episode.
cheese.
It's actually really awesome because it sets the stage and lets the audience know like this is where we've started, and like
From humble beginnings.
he wouldn't be very good at that, would he?
Here we are outside my house on
I'm
16th
joking.
Street by Van Horn High School.
That'd be pretty cool.
No thanks.
All right. Well,
the exact coordinates.
we're going to continue to grow older, but never grow up. And jump into episode 43.
Whoa.
Because I remembered off the top of my head. Of the Wild Magic School Bus.
So many.
43. So the last time we were here, the party had survived an ambush near the town of Gabanuva in the continent of the Emerald Vale. They had spent a few nights at Zook's old Institute for Magics before being ambushed in the streets by a group that seemingly was out for Barrios for some reason. They, with some quick thinking and some good distractions, they were able to extract a note and a couple other items to prove that this was true, that there was somebody out to get Barrios, somebody who named themselves the Second Son. In which case the group decided that this was probably a threat that needed to be addressed sooner rather than later. And so gathering themselves and their allies, they set off towards a direction they hoped would lead them closer to this Second Son, while also on the way being able to stop at Zook's old home, the village of Book. And that is where we find ourselves tonight, with the group journeying across the lands of the Emerald Vale along the coastline to the village of Book. So for the next few days, you guys are going to travel basically along the coastline, following the sea, to Zook's village, stopping for a moment before continuing on further towards where you hope to find this place where the Second Son could be, might be. More clues, more evidence. We'll have to find out. So, as you guys are traveling, just for the sake of expediency, who wants to give me a perception check as we go, just to kind of, as the days progress?
You said persuasion?
Love to do that.
Sure.
Persuasion check. Hey, jungle, be nice to us.
Boom, 21.
Perception.
Nice.
I heard Arcana.
Wow.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I got us to a 16.
Okay.
32 for deception.
You are... No one is aware of how scared you are of the jungle.
Are we doing all of our traveling with Pass Without a Trace?
Entirely up to you.
For the duration that it stays up, yes.
Okay, good. I wanted someone to point.
For the
that
duration that it stays up, yes.
Only when necessary. It's like when people are like, ooh, so whoever's real perceivy is like, ooh, this feels a little dangery.
Yeah.
Then we're like, Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Perceive.
So that you can roll a stealth check just for funsies?
Yeah.
Roll your stealth check.
Jackson.
Dirty.
Beautiful.
I was going to say Perceive was the head boy of Gryffindor.
Oh, 25.
So the days continue on, and as you guys journey along the coastline, you can begin to see the civilization leaving you behind and beginning to see in its fullness the wilds of the Emerald Vale, a very lush and humid environment where canopies of trees cover a majority of what you can see off to one side as you travel next to the ocean. You can constantly hear the sound of creatures calling in from the forest. There's always just this strange allure to the place. And actually, as you all wake up the first night that you are traveling, can everyone make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Everyone.
Encounter
Yes.
table.
Wisdom.
Natural 20.
21.
21.
18.
15.
15.
23.
23.
22.
22.
Not bad, guys.
Well, what's the DC?
15. Just an 8.
4.
Wisdom.
Oh no, I got a 4.
A wisdom saving throw, you got a 4?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's fail something. It's so exciting.
Okay.
I do like feeling things in D&D.
Yeah, I hate
Okay,
failing.
sure.
Connie.
Okay, sure, Kevin. It's not like I'm not like, hey, I guess I got a 4.
Let's. So the one of the mornings.
Oh boy.
No immediate shit. Okay, sorry.
One of the mornings. Everyone's getting up and preparing for the morning. Connie is standing.
Connie is dead.
Connie is standing over. Away from the group a little bit, kind of stretching and doing his warm-ups as he was taught at the Institute for a couple days. And then, Connie, as you're looking off into the jungle, you swear you hear someone calling your name. And the more you look off into the forest, the more you feel like, I have got to figure out what that is.
Hey, guys.
No.
No?
You need to go figure out what it is.
Without telling anyone?
Right now. It is paramount.
Jeez.
Sounds like a land mermaid.
I think it'll be fine if I leave these guys. They're getting ready. We're not leaving right now. I'm just going to pop into that jungle real quick and find out what that is.
You go. You do it.
It sounds like a reasonable thing that some rando in the jungle knows my name and really insistently wants me to come there. I buy it.
It was very low DC.
With a
on that
4.
wizard's
Yeah.
Here I go.
All right.
Tromp.
So you begin to
I'm not even going to be sneaky about this. This is clearly someone that it's probably my sister. You know, she probably finally tracked me down. Sounds lost. I'll go show her where camp is.
This is really
Tromp,
funny.
tromp,
I was
tromp.
going to interject with something about the forest stuff, but the way this is going would be really, really funny if... No,
Okay.
Never mind.
So you begin to make your way towards the forest. I will go ahead and give one opportunity for someone to notice before
Perception.
Connie makes it to the tree line.
One of those
I roll
two.
it with advantage and have a +6.
You do it.
It's
7.
perception. I have a +9.
What's your passive?
Passive.
Who's more interested in what Connie does in the morning?
Because my passive sits at 20.
19.
This.
We're both very perceptive.
It's one shot, so it's one of you.
Listen, you have a +9. I think that's a better option for. We have to do it in one.
I think statistically it's even.
I think technically it's probably slightly in my favor. I think that's how the passive is calculated, but the +9 for one roll is so compelling.
He's a number smarty over there.
Tell us
gotta
about
know
numbers,
that. Yeah. Which one is better?
It's
Usually the number that's
20
bigger is
total.
the good one.
And with a DC of 20,
Okay, just roll. I want to see what.
Yeah,
what
just so we
happened.
can know what might have been.
She's got to remember how.
It's dead silent.
19.
Oh yes.
It's
Thank
almost
you.
right along the line of like a 1 point bump
you,
in my favor.
Kestis,
So-
you are getting ready for the day, and all of a sudden you hear this like exasperated sigh on your by your shoulder, and you're like, "Was that?" And you turn in the direction that there's no voice, but there is a Connie who is tromping for the forest right now.
Tromping.
Hey, Mr.
High knees.
Mr. Connie,
Yeah, I'll be right
where you?
back.
No, hold on. Where are you going?
Into the forest, following the voice.
Zook, is there anything like dangerous in the jungle right here? Because Mr. Connie just ran off and said that he's following a voice into the forest. That seems bad.
Yeah, there's occasional bandits and sirens and some of those noises you hear. It is mating season, so you got to be careful of the noises that you follow. But
Well, he's leaving a pretty visible trail, so I think maybe
Go ahead and roll
we
an
might
Arcana
just
check there, Zook.
might just want to keep track of where he's headed.
yeah.
Oh, I like that.
17.
17.
Uh-huh.
He should not be going by himself, and whatever's telling him to is probably not good.
Yeah.
Should we just go follow him?
No, well, we should try to get him to come back.
Well, I think we've been talking for too long. He's in there now.
Okay,
We're gonna have
He's
to chase
still
him down to
moving.
do
He's
that.
Nope.
moving and grooving. So
Do whatever you can to get him back.
Okay, I'll be right behind him. Anybody else wants to back me up? Feel free. I grab Wyatt and I throw him on my back, and then
Okay.
we run into the jungle after.
Oh, good guys, come on.
No, hey, Connie, Mr. Connie.
Yep.
Zook says it's super dangerous out here. I don't know what voice you're talking about. Nobody
well,
else
then
hears
we
it.
better go find whoever it is. I'm pretty sure it's my sister. Don't want her out here where it's all dangerous.
And in mating season.
Connie, you step into the forest looking around for the voice, and you're like, all right, like, where is it? Like, you're looking around, there's nothing in here. It's pretty dark in here. The canopy blocks out a lot of the light, and it being early morning, the sun hasn't fully risen yet. You're kind of standing in a very lush forest with mist kind of hovering about 1.5 feet off the ground. The the moisture just hanging in the air. And as you're kind of sitting there for a second, you're like, this is quite nice. You begin to feel like very content, like just like a big old hug, as something slowly begins to squeeze you, and is going to go ahead.
That's lovely.
I'm going to need a contested strength roll.
You got this, dude. Roll in the box. Roll in the
Just
box.
having a really nice time.
Ooh, it's good.
What'd you do with them?
Don't look at
Was
me.
it
What'd you do?
straight roll?
Don't look at
What did we do with them?
What did we do with them?
What did we do with them?
What are you talking about?
All of my
rolled
dice have been rearranged and or stolen.
Count. So where
my dice?
focus? We're playing D&D. What
Yeah.
is it?
Whatever die you have,
Is it a-
roll a contested strength check.
Is it a saving throw?
What if it's a
It's-
D100?
It is a
Check.
it is a strength check. So your strength against this one's
Okay.
strength.
How strong are they?
They rolled a 44.
That's very strong.
Does a 78 hit you?
I mean, I'd roll a die, but I don't have one. So unless you want me to be fair, give me my fucking dice.
What are you
back.
talking about?
Someone took my dice. I need them back.
All right.
Here, you can use this.
That's not what I asked.
Third hand
What was
dice.
that?
I had this exact same conversation about baby carrots when I was. in
Someone's
lunchroom
at the
in ninth
door.
grade.
Not getting up. Someone else is gonna have to do it. That's crazy.
Calvin, under your monitor,
missed that
there's
part.
something
I didn't
there.
see that.
Calvin,
happened.
unplug all of those cords. We put it inside of that box.
It sounds like they're under your skin, Calvin.
I go to help a
It sounds
friend.
like they're those
That
spirits
was
from the mummy movie.
I go to help a friend in need, and you guys are like, oh, let's mess with Calvin.
But in our defense, Drew said he wasn't sure if Matt got ran off the road or ran himself off the road. So did you really help someone in need?
I will say that Calvin has not gotten enough accolades for going to save Matt.
I don't want accolades. I want my dice back. Now I have them.
And now you don't need accolades, I guess.
Fuck those accolades. Whoa!
Guys, this isn't about the dice. This is about the lack of accolades, and I think we should make up for it. Calvin,
Baby name, lack of
do you know
It's
what?
a 17.
Do you know why you have not gotten any accolades for saving Matt? Besides the fact that we're pretty sure Matt just makes up all the tragedy that happens in his life.
Whoa.
No, I don't.
I don't think I am.
part was
I'm
a
sure of
joke,
that.
It's because you are such a noble human being that we're inured to all of.
It's like he probably gets off on being a good person.
Let's
Gets off meaning actually
let's
that's what-
deny him that. No, it's just that we're so used to it, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're always doing something great. So by the time you want to go and say, "Man, thanks for going to save our buddy," you're already doing something else.
You're
If
already
you'd
next
stop
one.
doing so much good stuff.
You're
That's true.
doing
This is why
therapy
I
for
temper
7
my
people
good
every
deeds.
Tuesday.
There.
I space them
Actually-
out.
Gotta lower the bar.
One every couple of weeks.
Someone today mentioned someone else oh yeah, they generally do a lot of play therapy for children. I said that's what I'm gonna go do today, play therapy, and I need it.
This has been therapy the whole time.
Hey, what's
All
the
right.
strength check situation?
Yeah, it's a 17 on its strength check.
I failed
Okay.
with the 12.
You are grappled as this vine begins to wrap itself around your body and just start lifting you up into the air. And you begin to look up, just kind of lazily, and see that there is a giant flower that very Jumanji style begins to.
Where?
Open up.
And
Guys.
where are we at?
At this moment,
Guys, there's a pretty flower.
Wyatt and Kestis come bursting through the underbrush to see just a very just smiling and I will say just for mechanical sake, you are in a charmed spell right now.
Oh
Because of your failed wisdom saving throw. So
Is he still within reach?
of you,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, I would say you're tall enough to reach out and grab him.
I prepared myself for this because I'm not thrilled about these happenings going on in the jungle. It seems like things are bad. Oh, I actually don't need to touch him because I'm going to cast Blight on the plant. Which it needs to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because it's a plant creature.
It is a plant creature. And with disadvantage, that is a 14.
That is not going to succeed, and so it's going to take...
That's
That's
a lot of die.
8d8, which makes 30 points of necrotic damage to the plant.
30 points.
Sorry, Mr. Coney, I hate to do this. It may drop you a couple of feet, and I try to wither the plant out of
and
the tree.
with an immediate reaction, the plant just shrivels, the vine brittles, breaks, and you drop to the ground.
Oof.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, actually, I also just discovered, not that it matters, but because it's a magical plant or plant creature, it actually just takes the maximum amount of damage. So it took 64 points of damage.
Just either way, eviscerated. It is now just kind of like ashy, just kind of bits of dried leaf just kind of floating to the ground now, except for the large head-like part, which is like kind of hanging, just like barely holding on to whatever it was attached to.
When Connie lands, I just slap him in the face.
Whoa!
I thought I was the
are
only
you
one that followed
good?
voices.
Yeah, that's sort of his thing, following voices.
What are you doing?
Maybe it's contagious. I don't know. I thought I heard my sister calling me from the forest, and yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I think it was
Never
that
mind.
plant.
Well, yeah.
Connie, you still hear the voice. It's just further in. You weren't.
Oh, I think I did hear it. Okay, let's go find it.
I grab him by like the collar, and I say, "No, I don't. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say there's another plant in there," and I just slap him again.
Yeah, you're
try
hitting
to-
him. He's getting red in the face,
mean,
but
like,
he's not.
If I need to deal a little bit of damage, if I need to give him a couple points of damage,
You can deal a
just
hit point of damage. It does not do anything.
Well,
Even with
take
still-
a hit point of damage anyway.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Do I get an action in here? Because I could use stillness of mind.
Oh,
too.
technically speaking, you should take 6 points of damage because that's what my unarmed strike is.
You got hoof kicked.
No, my hooves would be a roll
So,
because I just remembered I'm very strong.
What were you trying to do, Drew?
still, I have stillness of mind, which allows me to use an action to not stop being charmed.
Yeah, monk stuff is wild.
I mean, I don't know. Like he's, I'm
I would
guessing
say
he wouldn't.
if I
he
if
wouldn't.
I cue him
the
to hey,
slapping,
snap out of it.
Yeah, that's.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
Get it
just
together.
thinking that would
Thank
trigger
you.
that.
Yeah, I would say that would be enough for Connie
Except
to
I
take
don't
a second.
want to.
it would be enough for Connie to take a second and clear his mind.
For a second.
Yep. And that is enough time for you to realize that wasn't your sister, that was something else. And the charmed effect is removed and the voice fades away.
Okay, that's great. So clearly I was under some sort of spell, but I would like to figure out what the heck that was because obviously it can kind of come at any point. So so can we just keep going into the forest and try to find it?
Did you hear the same voice again?
Yeah,
'Cause,
I mean,
this,
I just
this
kept
plant
hearing.
we just saw.
Yeah,
So probably another one of those.
I heard it after that plant was dead.
There's probably another one over there.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that happens every once in a while.
What happens?
My village is very safe. We haven't had many invaders in a long time because a lot of them get snatched up by trees and bushes and
wait.
sometimes twigs on the ground. Huh?
So the plant was the one talking to me?
Yeah.
That plant, the dead plant? But then I
It's
heard
dead
it.
now,
So
yeah.
you have plants that implant messages into people's brains?
You probably just heard another plant. It's a whole damn forest.
I think maybe we should have this conversation on the beach.
Beach day.
We woke up on the beach this morning,
Are we going back to the beach?
and then we'll walk
I'm a
down
little
the beach
frazzled.
towards the.
Someone
Don't
carry
worry.
me.
I
fell
lift
from a
lift
tree.
Connie in my big
There
strong
you go.
arms.
Lift him up and
I
carry
say,
him.
yeah, let's go, Mr. Connie. We can do this.
Yeah.
And we walk back out of the jungle.
Kind of jungle
Zook, go
climb
ahead and
back
roll
to your
history for
back.
me.
To ride you like a horse instead of a child.
I've got Wyatt's back there.
Oh.
21.
So as you guys are continuing on through today, Zook advises you all basically as he recollects a lot of things about how essentially there is some sort of a energy that the jungle gives off that unsuspecting people can be drawn into it and thus become prey to the myriad of things, not just plants, but animals that live within the Emerald Vale. Most of the time, people who live within civilizations have wards to prevent those from infiltrating as badly, but travelers need to be aware of it because it is something that is something to be aware of. It doesn't happen very often, but in Connie's moment, in a moment like that, you can be fooled into thinking that you should go in deeper in. So, he also explains that not all of the Emerald Vale is just all danger, but a lot of it is unexplored and thus is unknown. But the thing that reached out to you was they're known as assassin plants, and they are basically like you would never look at one and go, that thing is sentient, would try to eat me, until it tries to. So, and they also, because you had over a 20, he said he also describes them as varying in shape and size. So you can never look at one and go, yes, that red flower is always an assassin. They blend into their surroundings perfectly.
Good name.
Yeah, the very first turtles that were looking for a place to settle. Not saying we're completely immune, but we have a pretty high resistance to these things, so we thought it'd be pretty safe to plant our home on just the other side of these forests.
That's smart. Yeah. Natural defenses. I like it. Okay, well, I'm going to keep my stillness of mind on alert this whole time then.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. What's your favorite animal here on the Emerald Vale? Or a plant or animal?
Plant.
Weird thing.
Connie is just in my arms going, hey, what's your favorite?
I kind of like the squirks, but you don't want to see those right now.
Don't I? Hey, what plant or animal tastes the best?
The thicklebobbers taste really good.
Is that a plant or animal?
It's a plant.
Oh. Was it like, it sounds like it'd be like an artichoke. Carciofio.
What?
It's a fantasy Italian for artichoke.
You don't have artichokes.
Fantasy Italian.
Yeah,
What?
just artichoke and then
Yeah.
wait, no, something else.
It's a chatachoke.
I know what artichokes are from my studies, but we don't actually have them, so I can't say what it's
You've
compared
never
to.
had an artichoke?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we gotta find some. They're the best thing ever.
Okay.
Finally, some motivation to get back home after all this.
There it is.
No,
We can
I
get
brought.
spin dip at the local tavern.
Yeah.
I've smuggled these artichoke seeds with me this whole time.
So all we have to do is either get home or wait a few years.
No.
We can't leave.
So you guys continue on. Day 2, nothing really crazy happens. Go ahead and roll your wisdom saving throws in the beginning of the morning. Unless anyone wants to do something to maybe mitigate.
We crossed the
Is it? It's magic, yeah.
It is magic.
Oh, sweet. I have advantage then.
Mine was 13. You said it's
13?
an 8 to
Yeah.
pass?
It was an 8 that time.
9.
You roll a 9?
Yeah.
16.
16?
8.
8, okay.
Meets beats, right?
22.
It's still an 8.
15?
20.
20?
Unnatural.
So you rolled a... Who rolled a 9? 9 succeeds.
Nice.
8 now fails.
You could be use a knack for it.
We're sort of on alert for the idea of somebody.
For sure.
Yeah, the whole cast of cats.
Yeah,
just
so you
called to him
guys,
from the jungle.
wake up in the morning and begin your day, and I will say
Why is
this
it cat
morning,
with cat?
we won't roll a perception, but we will notice that Ruza is just kind of beginning to head off into the jungle pretty quickly.
I clock him and not this again, Rusa.
Somebody grab
Run
him.
after him and I say it like as soon as I get to him, just grab him by the collar again.
Yeah?
Whoa.
Hey, no, there's no one's out there. We just did this yesterday.
Can you charm someone that's
What
already
are
charmed?
you? Like 100%.
I'm so
Wait,
sure.
Rusa, what do you think is out there? What are you walking out there for?
You know, I'm pretty sure I heard my parrot call for me over there.
Your parent or your parrot?
Parrot.
The
My bird.
You think the bird went in there and not like to the ship
Actually,
where you
can
told
I
it to
do the
go?
thing that I wanted to do
Well, you know,
months ago
it kind
and
of
choose
like
lines
follows. So maybe, and I also like usually tell it to look for like extra things around. So maybe
Sure.
find like a
Hit 'em with some
ruin or
psychic
something that we can
Sure,
go and
hit him with some
investigate.
psychic damage.
Why don't we just sit and wait together? I've got great ears. You tell me if you hear it, and I'll tell you if it was real or not.
Why don't we let
And I
him go
hang
and
on to
Well,
him.
sometimes it's like a telepathic bond. So like sometimes you wouldn't be able to hear it, and it's like just me.
Okay, well then I'll just go ahead and tell you that there's nothing in there.
Is that
Does casting message at the same time he's hearing these things sort of interrupt those thoughts at all?
Could it be
Nope.
like jumbled on top of each other? Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
While you guys are having that conversation, Barius just walks by and goes, "Gotta figure it out," and just finger gun at your face. Go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence. I'm really good.
And then I shoot him.
Yeah, and then I pull out a gun.
We barely know this guy.
6.
Okay. You take 10 points of psychic damage.
What was that for? For fun.
Mind sliver. I've sufficiently scrambled your brains. Now you shouldn't hear it. It's on a different frequency.
Is that real?
No.
Nose bleeding.
Still
a little
charmed.
bit.
I'm just hanging on. Hey, do you still
Oh,
hear?
that wasn't very pleasant.
You still hear something out there?
Yes.
Damn it!
Wrong answer.
Well, so you wanted another one.
Hold on. Why don't we let him go and we'll just go with him and kill the plant if that's what it is?
Because it's not the plant, it's the jungle. That's what Zook told us yesterday, is the jungle, and there happen to be plants in the jungle and animals that will kill you.
Multiple of them, like bunches.
Yeah,
It's a whole jungle, unless you want to fight the whole jungle.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if someone started a sacred flame forest fire in this
And I
jungle.
really don't want us to be responsible for that.
Oh, okay,
We don't need
never
to-
mind.
But also
Please
imagine
don't.
all the treasures that's literally just beyond the edge of the
I
jungle.
mean, if
That's-
what Zook
we're
said
gonna
is
get
true,
there at some point. That's the plan.
there's been a lot of armies that have come through here. That's a lot of gold.
It's true.
Also,
And it's just, I know it's right over there.
if that is the
It's not,
case,
no.
could you maybe call your parrot back here to confirm?
Good
Do you have like a
idea.
little whistle that
There
you
you
could
go.
be like, woo-hoo-hoo,
Well,
get
if
back
it's
here?
like just out of range, I can't actually like call to it to come back. It's kind of like its own
Oh.
like sentient being on its own.
while we're standing here, I don't know if this works retroactively. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna say a quick prayer to the moon orbiting my head, and I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on Rusa.
Connie dissolves.
Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Because he is both and neither.
We'll do this dice this time.
If that doesn't
know
work, I have
it's
one more
rolled
idea.
sevens Twice.
So in theory, creatures have creatures can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Oh, damn.
5.
With advantage.
Oh. 10.
Yay.
Double advantage.
I've doubled it.
Yes, with a 10, the spell fades, or the charmed effect fades. You are all right.
Welcome to the party.
Appreciate it.
Happy to help.
Fun fact, I haven't even conjured my bird today. So,
Perfect. So it doesn't exist. Yeah.
no.
Hey, that's okay. Yesterday, Mr. Connie thought his sister was in the jungle
That's
for
true.
some reason.
Yeah.
Real shame that Connie punched you while you were staring into the forest.
No, I do remember that part.
And just
It's
Johnny
just
Depp
here.
running up and down.
He was like arms kind of flailing.
How far into this journey are we? How much longer do we have?
One more day.
Okay. We can be on guard for one more day.
On God.
Here.
All right. Unless there's anything else, day 2 will come to an end and day 3 will begin. I
How
need
delicious
one
does the
more-
seaweed look?
How malicious does the seaweed
Delicious.
look?
Delicious.
Also a good question.
Equal parts really tasty and equal parts kind of devious.
Ooh.
That sounds like seaweed. I'm gonna guess Mediterranean seaweed.
Of course.
What is that?
You know exactly what
Is that veiled racism again?
No,
Feels like it.
there's overt.
You're so
Wisdom
bad
saving
at it.
throws from everybody, please.
Oh,
and
yeah,
thank you.
okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy, another good one.
Oh, isn't it?
14.
It says 16.
Good.
And I'm watching for anybody to wander towards the woods, and as soon as they
You're
do,
prepared.
I'm casting this.
I've got some.
Connie's
I've got a
drifting.
spell too. I'm so ready.
Connie's drifting that way with a 12.
Yeah, looks like it's my turn.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4, but actually it was in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wyatt, you're heading for it.
Wyatt starts. I
are the forest.
follow Wyatt first, so if anybody else is also going, there may be an extra second there.
14.
14.
I'm right
10.
there with you.
Protection from evil and good.
Roll again with advantage.
Hey, Wyatt, this is the. I yell right into his rabbit ear. This is the 3rd day we've done this. How do you not get it that this is magic?
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and
wisdom again.
cast.
Roll wisdom saving throw again with advantage.
So twice. Do it. Do it.
Why would you want
15.
15? You're fine.
I'm gonna go ahead
It's
and follow
fun when
through with the
people
spell
fail.
anyway. Matt, go ahead and make a con save because it's all about what you hear.
Sure.
So Bar is gonna eliminate that problem.
Bye.
After he makes a Constitution saving throw, we will know.
We'll discuss
All
it
right, go ahead.
when he's deaf.
You are deaf. Can't chase what you can't hear. It's only gonna last a minute, so
He's
enjoy the
hearing it
piece.
in
It's in his mind, though.
If I know one thing, it's that when you can't hear, you
So
can't
the-
hear anything.
I haven't been deaf since birth. Doesn't take away your
Yeah,
knowledge
so
of language.
The draw to the forest fades, and then everything fades. You can't hear.
There's not a sound.
I don't listen. I don't support any of what's been said in the past 45 seconds.
Drew hates
Just the last
deaf.
45 seconds? Day 3, the journey begins. And about mid-afternoon of day 3, you guys come across this area of
Only the born deaf.
Don't put captioning
The
on
forest.
this one.
The forest begins to extend further and further off to one side, beginning to recede a little bit further. And the coastline begins to turn into kind of a dune-ish grasslands where the sands begin to slope a little bit. Yeah, you see little tiny bugs like zipping through and little bugs riding on top of them.
Little worm-sized
little
worms.
worm-sized worms. Just kind of. No, but it becomes more of a sandy kind of area, open area with the coast off to one side and the forest much further away. And coming up over one of the dunes, you begin to see this bit of a valley. But nestled within that valley are several well-made but simple huts. You see what looks to be some sort of a longhouse set off to one side, a village of maybe 30, 40 buildings, and moving in and throughout them, going about daily chores and daily lives, are a myriad of turtles. All of the same slow-paced kind of serenity that Zook has always portrayed. You have arrived the village of Book.
It honestly seems like a paradise. I mean, it honestly seems like a paradise.
So you don't have to whisper in real life because I honestly can't.
I believe we have to talk like we're in a library this whole time.
Oh,
No, you're good.
it honestly
Zook, please, quieter.
seems like
You're being disrespectful.
paradise.
I know about
I
the local
wonder if it would startle them if we talk normal.
No, you're good.
Start rapping.
Are you
Like,
sure?
The little kid turtles will probably start making fun of you if you start talking like that.
I dare them to. I dare. Which one of them's making fun of me? I'm just kidding. Hey, it's fine.
He's hearing voices again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can begin to head towards the village if you'd like.
This is very
Nah.
exciting.
No?
Yeah, we turned.
Oh, he gets up to the threshold of the village. He's like, meh.
He sneaks into his house and
Directed
leaves a
by
note.
Zook, you guys can make your way towards the
The
longhouse.
shrimp
and,
stands.
Oh, they're all over.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Cold
But you
shrimps.
can see that the village kind of lines this kind of main travel road that you guys have been on for a while before it angles off further away. So it does see a bit of travel to and from the cities, if not by boat, then by land. And you can see there, Zook explains that the longhouse is actually kind of the local way stop, the inn, the place for people to stay, and the inn is called A Shell of a Good Time.
Oh,
Good.
yes.
But you guys can head over there to
What are-
kind of unload your stuff and see kind of what the rest of the village holds if you'd like.
So
Please
how-
tell me they have like baths that are kind of like fountains, like perfectly for like turtle shells, right? So you can like lay on it and like kind of like spin around while it like cleans you, you know? Wouldn't that be fun?
Stepping inside it,
Seems like they would.
it is an open.
I think so.
It's a very wide open place. There is multiple. It's only one level, but it is wide, and you can see that off to one side there is some sort of like a privacy privacy curtain that strings across what looks to be bunks and hammocks that all hang from the rafters of the building. You can see there are a couple tables and chairs set off to one side where an opened kind of grilling area is set where people are making fresh food and serving it to the patrons. And there is one very simple long bar with the only non-turtle you've seen in this village yet.
It's a rabbit.
It is a hobgoblin, bare-chested with this long, kind of like a Polynesian kind of I don't know what it's called, but whatever, like half pant, half skirt kind of a thing that they wear, that he's wearing. But he's sitting over there cutting up some sort of a fish of some kind. And as you all kind of step into the area, you can see there's probably 2 or 3 other individuals who are actually here. Looks like merchants or travelers of some kind. A few others are turtles kind of hanging out, eating, just kind of having conversation. But you can see the hobgoblin looks up at all of you and kind of nods and goes, "I'll be there in a minute," and continues to work on what he's doing. So,
What's his name again?
This is Torben.
Torben? Oh, yeah.
Zook, this place seems kind of like a paradise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been home my whole life.
Why would anybody
That's
ever
all I've
leave
ever
a
known.
place like this?
Curiosity. Just exploring the world.
I guess.
That's why I left in the first place. Reading all these books that we get, just wanted to explore, wanted to learn. Learn more about, well, for me in particular, learn more about magics and wizardry and all that, and some other things. But, yeah, just wanted to travel. And
I don't think I could leave Serenity like this.
Yeah, it's really nice, but I can see it getting kind of samey after a while, huh?
yeah, I mean, I come back a lot, but, yeah, it is nice to
Good home
experience new
base.
cultures.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, very good. But, yeah, Torben here will get you set up mighty fine. I'll try to make sure he gets you guys the best rooms that they have available.
I'd appreciate it.
As you all are kind of converged by the bar, kind of listening to Zook kind of explain everything, you hear one of the chairs creak and an individual stands up and kind of looks over, kind of one eye, kind of looking you all up and down, and goes,
Who?
"Is that Zook?"
It's his wife. It's his wife.
And you see,
Wait, is this a
walking over-
turtle doing this? Oh, okay.
You see this old turtle, very long neck, kind of hunched over. He's about as tall as he probably would be as tall as Zook if he wasn't, or tall as Kestis if he weren't just like stooped over. And he begins to like walk over his
You are
little
tallest
cane
party
as he
member?
walks
I'm
over
very
and
tall.
looks you up and down. As I live and breathe, it is you, me boy. Welcome back. And he comes over and gives you a hug. This is Juke, one of the elders of the village. He's, "What are you doing here, my boy?"
Hey, Juke.
Long John Silver.
It's been a while. How have you been?
It has. We've been good. We've been just enjoying our little village. And what are you doing? I thought you were off exploring the world.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like you guys are doing well. I mean, we don't really have a lot of visitors at the inn because, we have to get through the forest and everything. But
Yeah,
it looks like you guys are doing well.
We do
yeah.
all right for ourselves. But you're avoiding the question, me boy.
Yeah,
What are you
no,
doing
I'm
here?
sorry. I'm just trying to take it all in. It's been a while since I've been back.
It has. Have you gone to see the missus and your boy yet?
No, we literally just went here. I wanted to get my friends all settled in. We had a little bit of a perilous journey getting into Book, obviously, just because not everyone's a turtle.
It makes sense.
That hits weird.
Welcome,
Zook is
friends
like a book.
of Zook. My name is Zook, one of the elders here in our humble village. You are most welcome here at Shell of a Good Time. Obviously, lodging can be provided for you, and anything else you need. Isn't that right, Torben? Continuing, because that's right. Continuing. Man, a few words, him. But of course, you're all here. This is cause for celebration. We'll have a party tonight for sure.
Yeah, these are all my friends. We are on a little bit of a mission, but this was on the way, and of
you
course I
have
wanted
time
to stop
stay
by
and
and
at
see.
least eat for an evening, don't you?
Yeah, we probably got
That's my boy.
a couple days.
And
worth, at
settled
least.
then.
Hey,
We'll
take
have a
as long
feast
as you
tonight.
need.
Yeah.
We'll have a feast tonight and games and all kinds of fun stuff. It'll be great. I'll get everything organized. Don't you worry about it. And he turns and begins to slowly
So a party is tomorrow night.
I'm getting there. And he continues to. But at that point, Torben walks up and sets down this large kind of banana leaf shaped plate, sets it down, and it is full of fresh fish and a bunch of fruits of various kinds. Slides it over to you all and goes, Shologen is, and he kind of gestures to the hammocked area over there. Just pick a hammock. Enjoy yourselves. If you need anything, let me know.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you say fresh fish, is it raw or is it cooked?
Cooked and raw,
Oh.
of varying types.
There's sushi.
Some ceviche.
There's no this is free. This what? This is like
Yeah, go for it.
compliment.
From about a
for
foot
it.
and a half away, Juke goes, "Hey, friends of Zook, it's on us. It's our pleasure."
This is paradise.
I love paradise.
I'm actually less
I'm over. Oh, this sauce is incredible. What is it, peanuts?
I'll fight you
The
for
peanut
it.
sauce?
Is that what sauce?
Peanut sauce. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Rude.
I have a
Peanut-
nut allergy.
peanut
I have a
sauce.
nut allergy.
Oh, penis sauce, you.
Oh my!
I don't.
Do you prom?
I don't.
All right. Anyone want to do anything before we head into the evening of?
Get one of those sarongs.
What?
That's the word you were looking for. Drew looked it up.
Sarong, thank you.
Yeah. Well, the word I found was pareo, but I don't know that.
A what?
The wrap skirt? The
Oh,
Polynesian wrap skirt? A
Thank
pareo or parao?
Definitely getting one of those.
I knew exactly what I was thinking of. I just
Sarong, though.
once
is,
again I
think,
did not have the
word
word
that-
for
yeah.
it. So
Zook, whereabouts would someone buy a sarong?
Or get one for free, because
Or
that
get
seems to be how
a friend
how
of
it
Zook's sarong.
I just point over to a little stand that has.
Pile sarongs.
Right across the street, it says sarongs on the sign.
Take one. Free sarongs. Take one. Sweet.
2 sarongs don't make a right.
Oh.
You think?
pretty good.
This
That's
is
pretty
big
good.
Bob
Which one should I
Burger
get?
candy.
Okay, sarong.
Yeah, that's good.
Inspiration.
Well done.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna wear a sarong.
Zook, don't
Good.
feel like you need to spend any extra time with us. Go see your family. We can get settled in around
Yeah,
here.
we'll meet your wife and child later, I presume. I mean, we are.
Unless you don't
Wait,
want
that
us
wasn't
his-
not to be
I-
presumptuous.
Yeah. I get it.
Not to be presumptuous, but I thought that was his wife.
Oh, was that your wife?
The old one-eyed turtle?
You never. Sorry, love knows
Hey,
no
no,
bounds.
I get it. I
I mean,
hadn't occurred to me.
his wife is the moon, so
I married
you
a
get
rock.
used to it pretty.
No, Juke's the fun
She's not
uncle.
always a rock.
Oh.
Juke's the party animal. Wow.
I did get that vibe.
Oh my
he's
gosh.
he's actually really young. He's just kind of worn himself out.
He's
His
34.
His
Yeah.
theme song is that Luke Combs song. Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart. Because he's got an 8-foot neck. He
Oh, we
thought it's
got it.
about him.
We got it.
He's a giraffe,
We got it.
I have never heard that song in my life.
but I love it.
What an intro.
You may
to it.
have, but what he did, you
Was right up
Doesn't-
there with Combs. That was my fast car, if you know what I mean.
I
Yeah,
don't know
no.
what you mean.
I'll go visit my family, but I don't know if they want to do anything before then.
Let's all start wearing sarongs for real though. This basically just
Drew,
looks
your
like
torso's not going to look like that if you put a
me. That
sarong
looks
on.
like me.
That dude looks like Josh
Can we get that on the
Brolin.
camera?
That's not you.
What?
Just a chiseled Adonis of a man in a sarong who happens to have a
55-year-old
slightly gray,
brick
very short beard.
shithouse.
Yeah.
Just no face.
Drew saw that. He said, I want to wear a sarong, and then clicked on it.
That's what I look like.
Y'all don't think that's what I look like under here?
I do.
Well, it looks like we need to
I've
have
never
that
heard
leg day
you
soon.
be more short of anything. Wow. Assholes. No, I thank you for being honest with me. Blind, but honest.
I thought I cast deafness, not blindness.
I'm going to
I
take a quick
cannot
moment.
look away.
At Shell of a Good Time, I'm going to take a quick moment to figure out if there's a way for me to put 2 legs on one side of a hammock and 2 legs on the other, and sort of like cradle myself in it so I could actually sort of lay down to sleep this
I
evening?
believe that is called a banana hammock.
Maybe.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how. Hey, I don't like how you're trying to use that hammock over there. Maybe there's like a. Maybe there's some other way that would.
I
be...
doubt there's like a horse hammock.
Couldn't we
here.
get like some cushions and pile them up, and then you could just kind of like lay down, like like throw your
I
legs.
was
in.
enjoying
I think
being off the everybody
Are you
else gets to
serious?
be off the floor. I want to be off the floor.
Hey, Kestis, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're laying down, don't we have to shoot you in the head?
That for the horse is like
cow.
So if you can find my horse head, then yes.
Nell's gonna try to find the biggest hammock that's in there and cut
horse
4 holes and then kind of like
With
suture
permission.
them. Yeah, with permission, and like stitch them up so they're kind of like reinforced. So you
Find
know, like
the family hammock.
you
It's
know,
the
like-
hammock that's got all the. It's big enough to support the whole family.
Think about if we had to like airlift him, what we would do. We would put him in like a little satchel where your legs could just hang. So I'm gonna try to modify a hammock for him.
I think if we were 3 years old and trying to figure out how to airlift him, that's what we do.
I've never
Yeah.
been airlifted,
You're like,
so
yeah,
I don't
that's
know
good.
I don't know how to tell you about that, but that
Yeah.
seems.
All right,
works.
if we can get him
Logical.
in there, he'll be comfortable. I'm sure.
Kind of like how a leopard lies on a branch.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing.
No.
Do we need another hole though?
You're
No.
vulgar.
Gross.
You're
Honey,
sickening.
I just don't want
I
you
need
getting
2 more for
uncomfortable.
arms.
Wait, are you saying that Connie needs another hole?
Huh? What?
You just
called
said
him
Connie.
Connie.
I don't want you getting
Connie.
uncomfortable. Hey, I'm gonna need another hole in my hammock. None of them are big enough. I know it's made out of netting.
It's mostly holes.
You're gonna cut your circulation
Are you? Hold on.
like kids would do in elementary school with the rubber band. When you put it too tight around your finger, you watch your finger turn purple.
Are you implying that I think the proper way to sleep in this is to put my penis through one of the holes? Because I don't think that.
I'm not implying anything. You asked about an extra hole.
For him. Because
Oh.
of the way he has to get in there like that, I was just making
But
sure.
you explicitly said Connie.
Yeah,
Do you need an
I was
extra hole?
flustered and I said my own name when referring to him.
Well, Boreas,
He
be
does
nicer.
it. He does it too. But anyway, listen, Kestis,
I'll talk this through. I'll talk it through with Nell. I think we can figure it out on our own. I do
this is
appreciate
right,
that
next
you
week.
you've taken
Cut the
care.
extra hole for you. What do you?
Nell is standing in front of a pile of loose netting that used to be every hammock they had here.
Just went through all of them, I guess.
Holy crap.
Well, we can make hammocks out of the sarongs. There's a whole pile of them.
Kestis
not
just
getting
one at a
security
time casting
deposit.
mending on all of the ones that she cut that she didn't need to. Just little strings putting it back together.
Ooh, can you mend mine? I did not want the hole in mine. I don't. That was. Thank you.
I mend back together the one string that Nell thought she needed.
I think that seems right and appropriate.
That is the sound of Zook knocking on the door to his house.
Oh, lovely.
We can't hear it. We're not there.
We're
So
pivoting.
we just.
We're going to a new scene.
All right, everybody, shut up.
Zook, do you go home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait.
You feel free to say to back out of this at any
No.
time. You do not have to roleplay this if you don't want to.
No, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head to the house, knocking on the simple wooden door. The door opens, and not standing as high as you expected him to, but much taller than last time you saw him, is the basically younger version of you, your boy Luke. He kind of looks you up and down and goes, "Dad?"
Oh, Luke. You've grown so much.
"What are you doing here?" And he comes in and just grabs you and like pulls you in, much stronger than you. Just like, oh my gosh, definitely a lot bigger than he was before, and just kind of like holds you for a second. He's like, I didn't know you were coming back yet. What? Pulls away. What are you doing here?
Well, got some friends with me at Torben's Inn over there. I hope they're not tearing up the place too bad. Just, you never know with that group. But yeah, we're on a journey to help a friend who's, long story short, some bad guys are chasing him, and we're trying to, help him out. But just so happened to be in the area, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to visit as much. It's a very long story. You know how your dad likes to read a lot? Read some books I wasn't allowed to read, and got kind of caught up in this, I don't know how to, crime syndicate or something, sometime.
You were in a crime syndicate? What's a crime syndicate?
No, that might not be the right term, but...
Stepping around...
you know it is.
Stepping around Luke, wearing kind of a bandana around her and kind of wiping her hands off on something, is Yuke. And she, without words, immediately bursts into tears and grabs you in a big old hug, and proceeds to... she looks around and kind of like hits Luke on the back of the head and goes, "You were going to make him stand outside? What? I didn't read... Come in." And she brings you into the house.
Oh, Yuke,
and
it's fine. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful night.
Sitting down, immediately begins to make Luke go grab food and drink and kind of...
My slippers.
Your slippers and all this stuff as she sits next to you and kind of holds your hand and just like asks a million questions of where have you been? What were you doing? Like you weren't able to... We never heard from you. We heard you went to the city, and just going on and on and on. To which I assume you respond with just a lot of details.
Just wasn't allowed to communicate with you guys. Obviously would have traveled back. I tried to send those pigeons and things as best as I could, but yeah, just really missed you guys.
You never trust pigeons.
Yep. Really missed you guys. Really glad that I'm back here, and I can come back as much as I want to now, I assume. Once we finish our quest. But
after talking for what seems like an eternity, but in reality is several hours, the conversation does redirect itself back towards what you're currently doing, and Yuke is nodding as you're finishing telling a part of your story, and she's like, "So, you still have things to do?"
Yes, unfortunately, I wish this was more of a permanent stay again, but, in that, with the Ark and all those people that we got kind of entangled with, made some good friends, and we've all helped each other along the way, and, as turtles, when we help each other out, we're like family, and so these guys are like an extended family. I can't wait for you guys to meet them. But, yeah, got some stuff we need to finish up, and, I'll try to be careful. Now that I'm not kind of entangled with the Ark stuff, we can hopefully communicate a little bit better, and I'll visit a lot sooner, but I just want to help my friends out and go on from there. But I will be back a lot sooner, I can guarantee you that.
That's good to hear, Zook. You're, I'm glad you're safe. Luke, yeah, would you mind running and finding Juke for us? I think your father was saying something about a party later. Oh, we could do paint wars. We could do all kinds of... Yes, just go and... Okay, he runs out the door. She watches him leave for a second, and then... Darling, the other reason that you left.
Well, unfortunately, I had little clues here and there, but I'm not quite anywhere yet closer to finding parents' killers.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know that was important to you, and still is.
Yeah, I thought the Ark might have some answers, and there were some little ties here and there, but yeah, I guess, to be honest, that would be another part of why I want to keep continuing this journey, is little snippets of answers come and go here and there, and I feel like, getting a little closer, but Not quite there yet, but I do promise I'll be back sooner than I have been since the last time I was home. But yeah, still on the lookout for clues, still on the lookout for, why they would have done this. Well, I think I know why they would have done this, but,
She nods and picks up some of the dishes and kind of stands up and kind of stands next to your shoulder, and she goes, Zook, you will always be my mate. And she touches her forehead to yours, and she goes, but I know that your world is not complete until you know all the facts.
Mm-hmm.
So do what you need to do. And be safe.
And I do apologize for the hardships this does bring to you and Luke, but
We're turtles.
you understand, yes.
We're turtles. We've been through worse, and we will survive this. But this is not a time to be sad. That will be when you have to leave us again. We should celebrate. Let's meet your friends.
Oh, yes.
And smiling, she grabs you by the arm and leads you back towards the tavern. As evening is beginning to descend, and the majority of the community is beginning to gather around the Shell of a Good Time, as people are beginning to set up for food and all kinds of activities. You can see there are even like outdoor games being set up for people to play as the village kind of gathers together for what looks to be one heck of a just kind of a hullabaloo. As you guys are hanging out, and as everyone is introduced and begins to meet people, and all of the people of the village enthralled with meeting you all, shaking hands, how do you do, is passing small gifts, trinkets, supplies, just inundated with the goodwill of the village of Book. You can see the games being set up. Does anyone want to play some of these games?
Yep, of course.
Yes.
All right. Well, you can see the first thing that looks like there's something being set up. There's some sort of a drinking competition. Looks like there's these drinks being set up by Torben, and turtles are beginning to knock them back, mano-y-mano, and seeing who can stand it the longest. There seems to be a group of people standing around, others kind of facing off with each other, and they are saying stuff to each other, and the crowd is like cheering or booing whatever they're saying. There's looks to be lines being set up for some sort of a race across the beachfront, and then there is also a bunch of smaller group of looks to be younger turtles who are all kind of clambering for this little wicker basket full of these oddly shaped wands of some kind, and they're all like clambering to grab them, and there's this older turtle who's trying to like separate them into groups and trying to explain like how to play whatever game that is. So the options are yours. Who would like to embark on some of these games?
Something tells me I should probably do the race.
Okay. I wasn't going to throw you into a stereotype, but let's do it, man. I like it.
That's
fair.
Okay. So you head off to run the race. Okay. You all can think about what you want to do. Let's go ahead and start the race here. You and about 4 or 5 other individuals are all getting ready to go across to race across the beach. You can see it's maybe about 100 yards or so from one end to the other. And people are cheering on and clapping and stuff. And there's the turtles are getting ready. They're at the starting line. You come up and you see one of them looks over to you and goes, "You fancy a race with us, lad?"
Yeah, I think I stand a decent chance at this. I'll try my hand. I'm a little old, but, why not?
All right, I like the way you think. All right, you ready for it? You just race to the finish line first across wins.
All right, let's go.
All right, there's a fine fish for the winner of this race.
A fish?
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with Wyatt and just sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way. Just trying to wish my buddy good luck, and I'm gonna give him a little haste.
Okay.
So just like double your speed.
All right, so they're getting
just double.
Bane. No, I'm kidding.
All right, on your marks, get set. The flag is waved. Everyone takes off. Are you doing anything at the start of the race or just running?
I am actually going to...
Still stretching.
Oh, absolutely.
Take a couple of steps ahead.
Yep.
I'm gonna use a rabbit hop
Mm-hmm.
and instantly take a 15-foot jump off the start.
Okay. What is your total speed right now?
So haste doubles it, yeah?
Yes, so that would be 60 feet.
Sheesh.
He's so fast.
So you take off, jump your 15 feet, and begin like sprinting down the beach. And as you do, you kind of like go to look back behind you to see like how far away are they all? And there's one of them immediately to your right, sliding on his shell across across the surf. Whoa. Just like across the surf, just laying back like this. He kind of waves to you, and just as he's skipping across the sand and water towards the finish line. He's kept pace with you, so you haven't beaten him yet.
Okay.
What's propelling him? Farts?
No, as he's going, you watch he'll like twirl his finger and wind kind of billows behind him and he keeps going.
Yeah, there's no rules in these races.
Yeah.
Whatever magics you got.
There wasn't a sign that said no magic.
Just no
or
hurting
something.
people. No direct casting.
There is also
Wyatt puts the knife back in his coat.
There's also one less turtle and one extra bird now also running the race that you didn't realize before.
What kind of bird is it?
Just an eagle.
Just an eagle?
Just
Yeah,
no,
like
it's
a-
just an eagle.
Just an eagle.
It just ching as it flies by.
with wings.
With pit vipers just like
Yes.
all right, Wyatt, are you continuing to race?
Yes.
Are you doing anything different?
I can take another hop, 15
Okay,
feet.
sure.
Jump.
All right.
As well as I'm gonna look forward and cast Misty Step and jump another 30 feet.
Isn't Misty Step a bonus action?
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
Yeah. And hop's also a bonus
Okay,
action.
so just the hop this time around.
Okay, yeah. Go
One
ahead-
hop this time.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Go ahead and roll a d20, and let's just see kind of how well you are faring against the other racers.
Oops.
I like that one too.
Not great. Rolled a
So much build-up.
5.
Rolled a 5. You continue to sprint, but the wind turtle is starting to break away as you get faster, or as he gets faster.
It sounds like
So,
something from Pocahontas.
Final stretch of the race. Unless you're doing something different, go ahead and just roll a d20 again.
I'm gonna Misty Step.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll and do it at advantage this time.
And do good.
Yes, roll well.
Do the good roll.
We said good.
Do it again. The next one is gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good. I
opposite.
can feel it. Mm-hmm.
5.
You're due for double digits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
18.
18. And with that, you Misty step the last few feet and then break across the line just before the wind turtle does. You have won this race. And there's clapping and applauding. Somebody slaps this rather flat fish into your arms and goes, "Congratulations!" and said,
I'm not sure why, but for some reason, this feels like redemption of some sort.
years of just feeling second place.
One of your ancestors was that hair.
All right. So you are racing. Anyone else doing anything while that is?
Listen, Connie.
I go a fish!
So Connie is like sick as a dog from eating,
Why?
Eating so
Shrimp.
much raw fish.
Yeah, raw fish and shrimp. He rolled a 13 for how much he could eat.
Okay.
And 18 for how much he did eat.
The dice have spoken. He throws up 5 times.
With that knowledge, or without the in-game knowledge, but me having the knowledge, Kestis walks up to Connie and says, "Hey, I want to go play that drinking game. You want to come with me?"
Urusa was already heading over there as well.
Okay.
For the
Connie has like he is clock. You know how when you are feeling really bad, you have that game plan for how do I get to like the toilet or the bathroom or whatever as fast as possible.
Mapped out.
He has. This is like he's sweating, and every ounce of him is just like I'm not gonna puke or shit myself in public. And so like at this point when Kestis triggers him, Connie just disappears. And no one sees him.
The plan was set in action.
He has popped into some dark corner and is retching his guts out.
All right.
He's doing the spin.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I've got a high
Russo, you
constitution.
wanna-
I'll do it.
Okay.
Fine, me too.
I've never
go.
really had much of a chance to drink, so this feels like the time, sort of on an island time, trying something.
Yeah,
out for
so
the
you guys are
first time.
gonna
Real
partake in the drinking
coming-of-age
competition. It's very simple. Drinks are set before you guys, and whoever can drink them the fastest wins. So the way this competition works is 3d6. You will be racing against. We'll just do one other player. If you beat their numbers, then you outdrink them, and best of 3.
I'm gonna pop a enhance ability for my constitution.
Okay, then
Just
you
'cause
can
I'm-
go ahead and re-roll one of those dice every time.
Top one.
Just gonna pop a little bear's endurance.
All right, I'm gonna roll first and let you guys know what the numbers are.
It
tell me if you guys beat it. A
Performance
1,
enhancing
a
drug.
4, and a 6.
Perfect. So we're trying to beat an 11.
Trying to beat, yeah, basically. But it's if you can, 2 of those 3 dice should.
Do
beat
these
his.
involve saving throws at all?
No,
I wish.
That was the only reason why I signed up for this.
but you
I
do
know,
have
me
knack
too.
for it.
I just rolled
Oh,
a 1,
true.
a 1, and a 2.
Hey, me too.
Hey!
So the first 3, you guys start drinking, and you're like,
Hold on.
oh my god, like
One
whatever.
of those becomes a 4.
Okay.
So a 1, a 4.
So you
and a
do
2.
beat me, yeah. You guys begin to drink, and you're like starting to like cough a second. You're like, this is hotter than I thought it was going to be. And the turtles are just kind of knocking them back, just kind of
like
slowly and surely.
20%
So round
alcohol.
1 does go to the turtle. Round 2,
They're fine.
a 1, a 2, and a 3.
13.
I rolled 2 6s and a 2.
Nice.
I rolled 2 6s and a 1.
I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
I rolled. I'm using a knack for it.
I didn't know you guys were in this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
I'm gonna roll for
So,
15.
Roll your vomit. Roll your vomit check.
15. I used a knack for it, and I rolled 2 6s.
good for you. All right. So now you are all beginning to beat. You have all beaten the turtle this round. So
good, I
1
like
to you
this.
guys, 1 to him. Now in the final round, this is going to be a little bit trickier because you're all competing against him, but also against each other. So I will say this is just going to be highest score wins this round.
Ooh.
So, and I'm not even going to roll because I want you guys to compete for it. And highest score is going to beat everyone else in this round.
12.
That's not happening.
Knack for it.
Knack for it as well.
What'd you get?
16.
What'd you get?
I'm trying to decide if it's worth rolling extra dice for it. I have a 6 5 4, so 15 right now. That didn't do it. Why not? We're partying. That didn't help. Nope. 15.
You also have knack for it.
That's what I just rolled. Was those knack
Yeah.
for it?
Nice.
I would have to roll
19.
Wait, how'd you do
We rolled
that?
3d6.
I used both of my knack fors.
Oh, you add the knack for it? I
Yeah.
thought you had to
Oh, are
sub
we
out
adding knack
one.
for it?
No, knack for it adds.
However you
Then
decided
I also
to
have a 19. I was trying to replace rolls, so I also have a 19.
simultaneously.
Then I
hold
have
on.
a 30.
That's not true.
You Yahtzee on 6s?
Yeah.
Simultaneously, Kestis and Barrio slam their glasses down at the
They
end.
have to go again.
It's everyone's cheering, but they all look at that and they're like, "Sudden death!" And they land you guys 3 more dice. Now this one is going to be head to head, so lowest numbers to highest numbers, best of those 3 dice. So just roll
I'm
the
not at the
3d6.
running, but
I give him back the drink and I say, put the worm in it. And I'm only going to roll 2.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait, I feel like you get to roll.
I'll take it.
Okay. 5, 4, 2, and my reroll. 6.
5, 4,
4,
and
5,
6.
6.
4, 5, 6.
All right, so I lost. I had 9.
Yeah, so you You knock back the first drink. The second drink. You get to the third drink, and you hear, as you're getting it back, you hear something in the drink just kind of like
fight for its life.
you hear it just like,
Don't eat me, don't eat me.
Oh my god.
like what?
And he swallows it, and it probably morphs back into its original shape and kills him.
Oh my gosh. No.
Oh, no, the
But
boys.
he can't get it down, but Kestis does. You are the winner of this.
This is the like no
drinking
inhibitions.
game.
The first time he's ever really gotten drunk like this.
Absolutely.
Like you can just go crazy the first
Absolutely.
time.
This is my first time of
Yeah,
alcohol.
but in like 10 minutes.
I'm the alcohol.
It's gonna be bad later.
Yeah.
For sure.
We should tell him to do the race next.
So
It's
I
Yes,
cast
yes.
protection from good and evil
Just
on
a-
myself just because I got nervous.
just
Oh
as
my
a point of
gosh.
order, this drink is not like just straight up like mead or ale. It is some sort of a mixture of coconut water and a couple other things. So it's while it is inebriating,
gonna hit you
it is
hard.
definitely not. Yeah, it's more of the sugar than anything. So
oh, you're riding a high.
Oh my gosh, you think you're drunk, but you're just like
Hyper.
hyped up. Yeah.
What's in these? Oh my god, guys.
okay, drinking games going on. Someone's racing down the beach. Anyone else
It's
doing
just
anything? Someone's
It's just simple
hucking
syrup.
in the corner.
Did I
Zook,
win
are
anything for that?
Yes, you receive.
Fish.
Where's my fish?
You receive two
Flatfish.
very bright green. Looks to be some sort of like fruits that are handed to you.
Nice.
You guys got a good meal going on between two of you.
Fish and fruit.
A couple limes and a flounder. That sounds pretty good.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Two big old durians. And
I mean, they look a little spiked. Like there's a little bit of like a spiked like seam across them. They are lighter than they look. They're definitely not. You haven't seen anything like this before. But
Those are prize fruits.
hand-
Those aren't eaten fruits.
handing them to you, one of the turtles kind of nods to you and goes, "These will be a lifesaver for you one day."
all
They're
right,
fruits
I'll
of
hang on to
healing?
him.
He just kind of looks at you.
Fruits of revivify.
I just sort of, I'm starting to
Continuing
like
to nod.
swim a little bit, and so I'm like, yeah.
and you
of-
want to seem cool, so you're not going to ask him what they are. You're going to act like
Of course,
you know.
the
Yeah.
good fruits that will save me.
Good fruits.
Thank you, sir.
You're
And I
welcome.
Put them in my
Yep.
bag, and I sort of,
All right.
you can see me start to wobble away.
Any other game you guys want to play?
I want to play the wand game.
Okay.
Yeah, Connie's back for the one game. He's done
right.
puking.
Heading over to the
do feel
area
better
with
after.
the,
Oh
the
yeah, he feels
wands and all
fine.
the other.
He's actually got like adrenaline and like all the good.
You should do a
He's
drinking
gonna
game.
try to
That's how good
parlay
you
this
feel.
into
You're like,
advantage.
You know
And
what?
a
I
sour
should drink
smell.
now.
all the wands and
Yeah.
the turtles are all gathered around. You do see the one older turtle is trying to like separate everybody, and he's like, all right, everyone to one side, and that's the other side.
So is this a kids game?
What's that?
Is it a kids game? Only
No,
kids
sir,
can
you
play?
don't want to play.
Yeah.
Pick up a wand, brother.
Do what?
Pick up a wand.
Anyone?
Pick yours.
All right.
Just pick one.
Describe to me all the wands.
There are
No.
17
None
in
of
the
them
I'll
basket.
pick one of
choosing
them.
All right, you pick one.
Yeah, I'll send the mage hand in. Just give what you like.
Okay.
Whatever feels right.
So you all grab the wands and he's like, all right, so game's very simple. When I say go,
Okay.
you point it at your opponent
All right.
and you fire. If it hits, they lose one of their 3 lives. Last team with remaining lives is the winner. The boundaries is the entire village. Are you ready?
Ooh. Wait, one question real quick. We don't actually die, right? It's like figurative
The
lives.
turtles have 9 lives. You guys have 9 lives, right?
Nope, just the one.
Okay.
I have 9 lives.
I'm kidding.
Not anymore.
I'm
kidding.
no, it's figured. It's
Okay.
marks on your body. Like you'll note it. Like he pulls a
Oh,
wand
how
and-
do you
and
fire it?
points it at a passing turtle.
Uh-huh.
And as he does, you watch as leaping from it is this just kind of like this like just jet
It's
of
laser
basically
tag.
paint
Oh.
that just kind of splatters
Or
across.
Splatoon.
It just splatters across the turtle, and they're like, "Oh, that's gonna stain for like a week, dude," and just kind of walks away to
I
Jack,
love
and
this
he's like,
village.
"And that's it. 3 marks and you're out."
Yeah, basically paintball.
Oh, Barrios totally wants to play now.
These kids
Polymorph
are going
T-Rex.
down.
All
You just
right,
made yourself a massive target.
yeah, with
I'm gonna
T-Rex
bite
holding-
them all.
all right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
hell
not
yeah.
participating, but Luke's in there.
Oh yeah, he's
I'm
absolutely.
cast-
in
I'm
there.
Yeah.
casting pass without a trace.
You're just gonna like target.
Keep pass. Wait, are we on the same team or are we on opposite teams?
Oh, do you want to team up?
Absolutely.
We could, yeah. Let's
Okay,
do it.
team up, and then at the
All
end
right,
we
You
like.
guys versus
And then
the
bless.
kids. It's
We're
kids
both-
versus adults.
I can bless myself.
Okay.
right?
Oh, I like this.
Oh,
Is,
hell yeah. We're blessed. So you have a D4 to add to stuff.
Now remember, Luke,
Vicious
this is their first time. Go easy on them.
All right.
You suck and your parents don't love you.
All right. So,
is this a melee weapon?
no.
The wand?
You could deflect
So
melee.
here's the mechanics of the game.
Okay.
You have a D20. You will roll the D20. On a 10 or higher, you will hit your target. Depending on if the target has any bonuses or deductions to wherever they are, whatever they're doing. We'll go ahead and start with just kind of 1v1s and see who wins them, and then we'll move on to other individuals.
So we
as
roll the
necessary.
D20 and what?
You roll a D20, and based on the roll, it's going to be a 10 or lower, you miss, 11 or higher, you hit. But depending on if they have like half cover, if they're using some way to avoid stuff, like there will be.
What time of day is it?
It's evening.
Yep.
I'm not firing. I'm just gonna disappear into the village with my wand,
Firelight.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast
It's all
hallucinatory terrain, and I'm just gonna camp. So
What are you hallucinating the terrain into?
I'm gonna pick a spot.
Are you playing the game?
Well, yeah, my way, but yeah. So I'm gonna pick a spot.
Like a cat. You're playing it like a cat, where you're
yeah.
not. Yeah, it's you're the okay.
Yeah, between a couple of the huts, and I'm just gonna use hallucinatory terrain to put like boxes of crates on either side.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hunker down, and I'm going to fall asleep. I just drank a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be noted that Nell also just drank a lot.
How many of these kids are there?
75
All
kids
right.
on the other team.
Let's begin.
Kill them all. Kill all of them.
Let's
who has
begin
never cast
paintball.
a violent spell.
Well,
She did
The
fireball
first-
some people.
Oh, yeah.
now I
The
see.
first
Back in prison.
battle to take place is going to be Barrios, because you're number one.
That's fine.
Wait, are you on our team too?
I couldn't tell you.
All right, you're not.
So
blessed.
you are hunkered down. You see 2 or 3 individuals kind of rush past you, oblivious. Well, let's see.
Can I see through yours?
They are oblivious to where you are hiding.
Got it.
Do you attack them or let them pass?
Absolutely not. I'm a pacifist.
Okay.
By nature.
All right.
That's a cool
That's
game.
the end of
So bad
That is
at
the end of
this
Barrios'
game.
round. Moving on.
I just think you're too lazy to do anything about it. You're like, oh.
Barrios loves the
No.
idea of having kids. Was like, never.
Absolutely.
You're up. Are you attacking somebody?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll your first attack.
6.
6.
Yeah.
You fire the one. Fires off. Misses. The turtle that you were shooting at turns around, sees you, and points his wand at you.
Oh, you know what?
Knack for it. Use someone else's
Fireball.
Blow that
And
kid
he hits you with a splash of paint. You have lost one of your lives.
Oh, how come?
Because he hit with the paint.
How much?
One
roll?
of the 3 lives.
Okay, all right. That's
Oh,
fine.
he rolled an 18.
Counter spell.
Could you use
Nah, that works.
Wait, are these spells?
No!
That's so funny though. Counterspell a paintball. Use a 3rd level spell to stop a kid shooting you with a paintball.
All right, now
Drunk and she's 2 hours from bed.
Yes.
So
you
it's
have
fine.
lost
Alright,
one of your lives against this guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and hit you again unless you do something else. What do you do?
Kill him.
I'm gonna misty step behind him.
Okay.
And
How many times can you cast Misty?
just once, I think. And I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. I will say there is a -3 to his hit, so a 7. 7 or higher will hit. Natural 1. Completely misses. The turtle spins around, sees you, and is going to go ahead and fire. Now, you did miss a step behind him, so we're going to add a 2 to your bonus. See what he rolls. And with a 5, he misses.
There's always that one kid at laser tag. He's like, it doesn't freaking work.
Meanwhile, people are
Alright.
standing behind
miss
you.
him
Behind him and shoot
Okay.
in the opposite direction.
Believe it or not, this is with a D4 of bless too.
Nell's
I would
holding
not
the
believe it.
wand backwards and shoots herself.
Oh, we're talking a 15.
15 will definitely hit.
Think
He
what?
loses one of his lives. He's going to fire at you. Just a straight roll. 18 again. You are now down to 1 life left.
Oh, man.
No.
Your turn. Do you do anything?
I don't care. I'm not trying to do too much.
Okay.
I'm going to try to... Actually, you know what? Can I hide? Can I scoot away?
The 7th.
You
shot
can begin
just
to
hit
like
now. It's
dodge
actually,
it.
I don't
Are you
wanna
trying
do
to like
this
hide
anymore.
so he can't find you?
I do have Pass Without a Trace.
So you're trying to hide from him
Everybody in this party
completely.
have Pass Without Trace?
Well, because he gave it to me.
That's not how Pass Without Trace works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to try to see
You have to
how
stay in
what's
the
the range
Oh, I think
on this thing.
theoretically, in this moment, we are still like right
Like
next.
30 or 40 feet.
Ugh.
They're not very long range.
All right, I'm just gonna hit him again then.
Okay, yeah.
She's drunk. Yes.
15.
15 hits. He's down to 1 mark. He's gonna try to hit you.
Yeah.
What is my Misty stat?
As a 9, it misses.
That's nice. That's nice.
Huh?
I can't.
He's also on his turn. He's going to try to dodge behind a building to give himself half cover, granting him a 2 on his roll. So now you have to roll a 12 or higher to hit him.
Okay. I'm being dead serious.
Oh.
I'm gonna dimension door to where he ran off to.
Okay. Dimension
try to
door
get
over
him.
there.
God, I wish we
Misses
had
it
pushed on this beach.
by 3, giving it now a 9 or higher.
Beautiful.
Did you roll another nat 1?
No, I rolled an 8.
You
So bad
dimension
in this
door,
game, I love
holding
it.
your wand out, it hits the wall. He's not there.
I mean,
Frick! He's gonna roll, and he rolls a 10,
which misses.
which misses.
Nice. All right.
Shoot out of the OK Corral over here.
Hold on.
It's still 2 to 1, right?
1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Yeah.
Sudden death.
I wish I could inspire myself. All right, we're just gonna try to hit him again. Come on, this.
Straight roll. All right, go ahead.
What level can you inspire yourself at?
These are hilariously bad. 6.
That's crazy.
9.
It doesn't.
Nice.
He sucks as bad as I do. We're just both like.
he's-
Pew, pew.
Well, yeah,
like
that's how you
staring
play
at
this
each
game.
other.
You're like dodging it.
It's his first time drinking tonight too.
He's going to attempt to. Give himself cover again, giving him only a 1, so 11 or higher.
Okay. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna steady myself and kind of like close one eye and like plant, like tripod my feet, right? So I'm like really in the stance, and then I'm gonna focus so there's not 2 of them,
So
but just 1.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
10.
Is it? Wait.
And I'm rolling this with a D4.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wild.
And with the 14, he hits you one last time. You are out.
I crumple. I crumple.
Nella's ruined.
The young turtle who sees this now happening doesn't know what to do with himself. He also begins to cry. Doesn't realize that he made an adult, and immediately the adult who's organized this comes over and goes, "You're all right, boy, you're all right," and kind of pulls you away and goes, "Should probably go sleep it off," and kind of like ushers the kid away. And,
He attacks me successfully.
that's the point of the game, sister. Come on, buddy. I'm sure your parents are proud. Come on. And he walks away.
I'm sure your parents are proud. Vicious.
Come on, buddy. Let's go back to the orphanage.
Deal psychic damage to the
Yeah,
child.
5 points of psychic damage to that kid.
As he leads him back to the infirmary after his last Make-A-Wish.
He just wanted to meet John Cena. He heard there
never
were
be
going to be
able to see
adventurers
him.
in town. He was so
he
excited.
was so excited.
And one of them shot him with paintballs and then exploded his
Hit-
brain.
Yeah,
I don't
and then
understand
They're
it. He
really
was in
heroes
he was
using-
in remission, but then
He got worse.
he was dead by the end of the game.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
All right. Does anyone else want to try to play Paint War? Yeah. What are you
Connie's
doing?
playing Paint War.
You're hiding.
I'll do it after he does it.
Yeah, Connie's passing without a trace. Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but- well, actually, he actually wanted to get revenge for Nell, like, and like
Ramboing that kid.
just appear in the dark, the like most shadowy darkness nearest to the child, and just boop, 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 like as like
You
killing
got
his
one
son.
life.
Oh, it's just
You
one.
only
life?
got to do it once, right?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
down
down to
to
1.
already?
Yeah, he's down to 1.
Down to 1.
Yeah. So,
It's a -3, so a 7 or higher. We'll get it.
Oh.
Okay. It's a straight roll, right?
Is it D20
No, you have
up?
bless.
18. Oh yeah, straight with the
Okay.
18.
Yeah, 18 hits. You hit him, and he turns around. He's like, "What?" And you're out. And he heads on. Oh
Yeah.
man!
So-
he takes his wand and goes
Sweet.
back.
So he's gonna go ahead and shadow step nearest to Nell and be like, "I got you, Nell." And then he's gonna just go and wreak havoc, shadow stepping from shadow to shadow, eliminating these children as fast as he can.
Okay.
Does my wand still work?
Yes.
Beautiful. Can I pocket that
Dual
thing?
wielding.
Nobody's taking it away.
That kid at the paintball game?
Yeah.
Who just refuses to go. This Connie energy is the like. Did you ever go play paintball where it's like kind of open play and there's one dude who's like ex special forces and it's like this is the only thing I want to do now because I just can't shake the memory of wanting to shoot
The
people.
last time I played paintball, there was 2 guys on the other team and just full BDU gear, and we were like, "Why?
It's like,
Why?"
I wanted to have fun today.
And we did not. We did not, because they were making call-outs like they were on Call of Duty. It was like, okay, this is not fun anymore.
He's cracked. He's one tap. Get him.
On me.
Turn this edit, build.
All right. Within a matter of about 10 to 15 minutes, the game concludes with most people being hit with paint, and not sure why. The only remaining people are the 2 that are hiding.
Were we on the same team?
Nope.
You and I were on different teams?
There's no teams.
Okay, I get...
No, there is.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Not between these two,
but
though.
because you didn't distinguish, you just hit everybody, including your teammates.
Nell was my only team. He didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the other ones that were on your team also didn't know.
So, okay.
So the only
my
people who are
team's
left
still
is the one who's
standing.
hiding in his hallucinatory terrain and the one that is shadow stepping
You gotta
everywhere.
come find me in the shadows.
I feel like yours probably don't cast shadows like real ones since it's a hallucination.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
I'll let you do your thing. I'm prepping a spell.
I'm gonna say
What are
if
you
you're just
prepping a
hiding
spell
and you
for?
can't find him, that's gonna go on for the next like 3 hours, and we're gonna move on.
I
'cause
do
that's-
feel like Connie like assumes that he has won
Fox,
because he
isn't it?
can find no one else to
Oh, okay.
eliminate. You know,
Sure.
and so he's going to go like eventually appear up at the sign up place and
Right.
be like, "I won. Where's my fish?"
When he does that, can I fire a shot like at his feet?
Are you where's my
Yes.
hugging? Where's my fish?
Where my fish at?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
can.
just want to fire a warning
roll.
shot and let him know where I am.
Oh, okay. So you don't hit him?
No.
Okay.
Don't even care to.
Yeah, you
Hide
get
back on
hit
the hallucinatory.
adjacent to paints. There is still another player. out
Oh.
there.
A little bit of splatter hits like the side of your face and gives you a freckle.
Hits the
That
wall.
counts. Connie's like one mark. And he smeared. He takes it. Yeah, he
Smears
takes
it
it and
across his
smears
face,
it.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
this,
run down an alley.
this tiny little speck turns into just miraculously now he's
Yeah, now he's just covered in paint.
more paint.
Yep.
Yeah,
You've like
yeah.
All right,
Gone full
what
predator.
are you doing?
He's like bright yellow. Like
He's going after that little rascal.
All right, go ahead and
Like he's shadow stepping after that. Little
make a
rascal.
perception check.
Oh, okay. How about a nat 20?
Yeah, you see him run down the alley.
Yeah. Misty step right behind him while he's still running, or shadow step, just poof. Like
Go ahead and
point blank.
roll a roll a d20.
Can I do it at advantage since it's behind him point blank? He has no idea I'm there.
-3 to the roll, so 7 or higher.
All right.
like these sound effects.
Okay.
Nice.
jaw harp.
Okay.
Real
16.
nice.
To hits? Yep. So you get hit with paint on the back as you're running.
Okay. So then I'm going to turn around and just very slowly say, "There can be only one." And I'm going to cast a 4th level color spray. Just a hydro
What a dumb spell to cast
like
at
a-
4th level. In the perfect context, though.
So
It's like the end of the paintball episodes in Community.
I like this. This is funny.
It's so good. Just
Oh, it does damage.
No, it's not damage.
Okay. Oh, it's the colors.
Just to see if it's
Your whole body is just a hose of color spray sliding.
insane number of dice.
20, 30, 39, 40, 42, 50, 58 points of health worth, and you're dude, that was so close. So I can affect 58 hit points worth of character, and his max HP is 67.
Okay. So you
Takes 2 of his lives instead of all
you
3.
unload color spray onto Connie, and very cartoonishly he comes off the wall, leaving a perfect silhouette.
His eyes closed, and you just see them open.
And you come off the wall with a perfect silhouette, unpainted, of you. You see around the corner, the organizer looks around and goes, "Hey, that means you're out, son."
Yes!
That was just
Where's
one.
my...
That was just one hit, though.
Yeah, that was one.
There's multiple colors there.
I would argue it was only one hit. And you don't want...
Connie slits his throat.
I will slits his own throat.
Hold on real quick.
Hey, try and deflect missiles my color spray. Catch all the paint.
For a brief second, it does work, and one little splash like kind of goes like. But then,
Oh my goodness.
There's a level at which you can deflect missiles spells. I don't think it's 8.
It's definitely higher than 8.
Yeah. Or 7 for that
So
matter.
9.
So
close.
It would be funny because then it would be. I mean, deflecting means it's got to go somewhere that just like covers everything else.
The
there.
entire beach.
You could like airbend it, right?
I just like the
twirl
idea
something around.
of
Yeah.
he's now stepping into shadows and stuff, and it's just appearing, and it's just like a brightly colored painted man.
You can't
just
see me.
appears in the shadows.
Ooh, that'd be creepy.
You got anything?
Yeah. So I'm wondering about that. My cloak. You know, I wanted to see the Cape of the Mountebank because
Yeah, that thing's stained.
Very stained.
Oh, but it's magical.
Oh, that's
Not
true.
stained
Yeah, it
magical
wouldn't be.
things?
Yeah.
You can't like damage magical.
They don't get dirty
The
or damaged
dimension
very
door.
easily. It's kind of a plot armor for magical items in D&D.
You got this, buddy.
Never mind. The other person that you bring along must be willing, and I'm sure you're not going to be willing.
Handed
So
your...
Connie does, like, spitefully just unload the rest of the shot.
Yeah.
And just straight at his face.
Yep.
Jerk.
You are handed your prize, which is a
5,000 gold.
it's just it looks like some sort of an oyster.
I'll take it.
I want it.
You can have it.
Thank you.
But the rest of the party afterwards can gather back at the inn, where a feast has been prepared and laid out on long tables. People eat, a good time is had, and well past everyone's bedtime, tales are being told, jokes being shared. It's a grand old time here in the village of Book. But the evening does come to an end, the festivities conclude, and everyone heads off to their respective hammocks for a good night's rest to wake up the next day and figure out what their next step is. So,
Kestis ends up way too drunk to get into the holes in his hammock anyway.
sleeps as he normally does.
Calm.
Is he
Wrong.
like under? He like just curls up under the
He's just
hammock.
outside.
Uh,
Just sort of leaned against a railing outside.
The next morning, you all awake. No need for your wisdom saving throws because you are protected by the wards set here at the village. Breakfast is had. Everyone's feeling moderately pretty good for the most part.
Moderately,
Not a lot of a hangover, but a little worse for wear, but not too bad.
Connie's like super hungry because you know when you like eat a lot the day before and then the next day it's like your stomach is all stretched out and you wake up so hungry. Yeah, it's like that.
But you can have food is brought, people can eat, and
Shrimp.
begin to figure out what their next step is
Breakfast shrimp.
from here.
Shrimp and grits
Ooh.
It's a little breakfast po' boy.
with sea turtle eggs.
Yeah.
No, sitting over there in their nest. where they're incubating.
Look at those eggs over there. That's how I like to eat my breakfast, is with eggs adjacent to me.
Eggs adjacent.
That's another baby name.
Eggs adjacent.
Eggs adjacent.
Eggs adjacent.
Yep.
Zook, are these green fruits anything like that I should hang on to, or should I just eat them for breakfast?
The one in your left hand you can eat right now. The other one I would hold on to for a little bit.
Maybe you should just ask him exactly. Never mind.
Roll a d6 for me.
That's how many levels you gain.
4.
You have 4 temporary hit points.
Whoa!
Nice.
Wow. I think I might save the other one for later. I didn't know it was gonna make me feel so
Oh, maybe.
fantastic.
Wait,
My hangover kind of goes away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take another bite. Just
I take another bite of the
nibble.
same fruit.
Yeah.
Roll another d6.
Now you have negative 4 hit points.
Another 4.
You now have 8 temporary hit points.
All right, everybody, be
Take the littlest
Try that
bites.
fruit out.
Take little tiny bites, nibbles. Get 1,000 hit points.
just gonna.
Did you say Connie's eating shrimp?
Shrimp and grits.
I didn't say anything about what he's eating.
Yeah, yeah,
He said
back
that.
again.
with cream seaweed.
Oh, nice. Just surprised that you're hungry
What?
after the color spray. Your mouth was open.
Yeah, well, I ate the paint. I mean, wait, what is color spray? Actually,
I don't know. I've asked myself that too.
Hey, Zook, what's color spray?
Well, I know what ours is. I don't know what his is.
What's yours?
Oh, it's also made from fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's that too.
Just imagine, like, you ever eat like prank gum? It's like turns your mouth like blue in your teeth and stuff. That's what I imagine it looks
Just
like.
like that
in
scene
there.
from The Patriot.
Oh, yeah.
like zebra stripe gum. The flavor goes away real quick.
No, juicy fruit. You're having a great time. Fast crash.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. Zook, do you want to spend another day here, or are we preparing to avenge the moon?
What?
Aggress the sun.
What? Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Well, I mean, of course I want to stay longer, but I feel like this is a situation that we couldn't, or we shouldn't, wait too long to try to handle and take care of.
If somebody is after Barrios, there is the danger of if
Them
we're
coming here,
Yeah,
yeah.
it causing trouble for the
I
village.
don't like that. Especially because the kids in this village are way too easy to kill.
I
Hell, do you
beg to
agree?
differ.
You're sweet.
Thank you.
Maybe we.
The reason we give them wands with paint is because they're actually really skilled wizards and would probably kill each other if they...
Oh.
Yeah, they're a lot more deadly than you think.
So hiding was a good
Oh, well,
strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
take back my vicious
I'm not too
mockery.
worried about our village, but I do appreciate the sentiment, and yeah, it makes sense. We should probably move along if we don't want any, a kerfuffle to happen here.
So in
Yeah, we'll
reality,
stop back here once we're done.
I agree. That
Okay.
sounds good.
the Zook clan is actually the dominant species of this planet, and we don't know that.
Because they're just vibing out.
That we're actually they're protecting the rest of us by not entering the general population.
Zook, would it be? Do you think Juke would know anything about where we need to head and any wise words for us before we go?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to ask. He's kind of like the village elder here, so
I
he
couldn't
might
tell.
have some.
Is this, I got the sense of old at least, so that usually.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Has
you, I
some
had a
things
cousin
to say.
that was like that, though, young but looked rolled over. That's just a party guy.
Rolled over. What a phrase.
But yeah, we can, any information we divulge to him is safe, and yeah, he might have heard some things.
On that subject, does anyone have a bag of holding?
Did I at one point said I was buying one, I think, from
The
the
store.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Or the Noble and Barnes.
Yeah.
Get it
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I've got one. And my fruits are going into the
Narns
extra
and
dimensional
Bobo.
space where
Yep.
there's no air, so they don't
Ooh, they preserve forever.
yeah, they don't
There you go.
Ah.
decay.
Well, I'm gonna give you my suit because I've been inspired by the sarong, and I'm wearing my cloak of protection like a sarong now.
Cool.
I don't need this where we're going.
Huh. I guess no oxygen, but I was thinking like how garlic, like if you can it, like you have to be really careful because it's like a low acid thing and like an anaerobic place, and you get botulism. So
Yeah.
I wonder if that
Huh?
botulism.
I'll look
is
it
how
up.
you make
I hate
botulism.
it.
If you
botulism.
can it in oil, does the oil prevent that because of the?
No.
Damn it.
No, because it's a low oxygen.
Drew needs to run home right now.
I'm
tell
just saying,
you-
I've been really lucky over the years.
Evidently.
I'm gonna tell you unequivocally, botulism is not a problem in a bag of holding with fantasy fruit.
There's
I'll
nothing.
Google
in
it. I'll Google it.
Damn. I'm going to put botulism in that bag of holding. And
What do
it
you,
will
what do you
be
have
a
in
problem.
your bag of holding? Botulism.
Botulism. Dump it in there. What happens if you dump liquid in there? Does it touch anything else?
Maybe.
Do the liquid.
Can I... May I see your bag of holding really quickly?
Sure.
Just to... I'm going to use the paint wand and just like 4 or 5 shots in there. All right. Fruit.
You pull the fruit out.
Yeah. Is that paint
Looks
on it?
fine.
All right. Thank you. Just had to test that out.
Sure. Happy to help.
If you see something with paint on it, don't, it wasn't me.
Hey, Zook.
Somebody else did that.
I was thinking I would like to pick up a new tool, if you will, a bow staff. Is there anyone around here who could help me out with that?
I mean, you could go to the shop if you want, and Krook might have something for you.
Croak?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Where is that?
About
Over by the longhouse?
seven huts down.
Okay. I'm gonna tromp on over to the.
Big tromper, this guy.
What is it? Crook?
Always
Krook.
Trump.
Yeah.
Hello, Crook? You here?
You step into a small hut with just a myriad of like things hanging from the wall, like hanging from the ceiling, kind of dangling in containers and bags and different things. And you can see that there is one individual who's sitting down on a small stool, seems to be whittling something, and kind of looks up and is, "Hello,
Hi, are you Crook?
I am.
Crook.
Who are you?
Me? I am Connie.
Oh,
Yes.
nice to meet you."
Thank you. A friend of Zook. I was wondering if perhaps you had a quarterstaff that you could sell me.
Kind of looks around for a second. Looks like some sort of a decorative like totem of some kind with like decorations on it. Bust out.
Is it a bow staff?
It's about the size of one.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What would you like in exchange for this?
He looks down at your pocket with the clam, kind of like.
Oh, come on. I don't even know the value of this. What was an oyster yesterday and it's a clam today.
Fantasy mollusk,
Yeah.
whatever.
Do not Google fantasy muscle.
I do go fantasy. I was that guy wearing the sarong.
That was the guy wearing this fantasy
That was
muscle.
his name is actually Fantasy Muscle.
New baby name.
Okay. I just realized I don't know what this fantasy muscle is. Can you? Okay, what do I have here in my possession? What is fantasy muscle good for?
Good food?
It's just food. It's not like magic.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Hey, Zook.
You had the 7 huts back.
I'll be
up to
right
the-
back.
yeah.
I'll be right
Yep.
back. Here, Zook. What is this fantasy muscle good for?
What?
Am I in the room?
Make an Arcana check, I guess. Yeah, you're there.
Oh, 24.
24. It was alive at one point. Probably has some meat in it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was gonna go back and hand him. Yep, it's a trade. I don't think this is. I don't think you should eat it though. I slept with this under my pillow last night. And I thought it was magic.
Deal.
Hands
you the
fantasy muscle.
Hands you the staff. Takes the fantasy mollusk and begins to try to like open it up.
What a weirdo. Cool. How's the staff? How's the
It's a sturdy hardwood bow staff.
Sweet. Nice.
There you go.
What wood?
Fantasy wood.
Fantasy wood. Mm-hmm. And fantasy muscle.
Mm-hmm. It's 8:30.
Are these fantasy
ideas.
porn mags?
No. Fantasy wood and fantasy muscle. Oh my god.
Centerfold, this month's fantasy wood is the Weeping Willow.
Yikes.
You need to get that checked out.
Boy, oh boy.
It should not be weeping.
It is a yellowish wood with like a spalted black kind of veins running throughout it.
Ew.
If you go ahead and do a nature check for me.
What? Why are y'all so gross?
Because I said veins, and that was the only thing I could think of to describe what the.
That's what it really was.
Yellow wood spotted and veiny.
17.
17. It's called tama wood. It's a very common wood.
Thank you.
Not a common wood, more of an exotic wood from where you're from. But
Here
you
from
get the idea that like it's probably something that is used. It seems like you've seen a lot of it around here, so it's like, oh, that's actually.
Pine of the coast.
This is neat. It's gonna remind me of this adventure.
It also has a very distinct smell.
A good smell.
And it's calling out your name.
Like butt cheeks all the time.
Yes, it's made out of one of those creatures that tried to kill me.
No.
What's it smell like?
It is a. So it has almost a smokiness to it.
It's like a cedar.
Some of that. But heavier, like a darker kind of a cedar to it.
That is the perfect thing for a shadow monk rogue to have.
Something to give away his location by smell.
Oh, it smells like cedar a little bit. Everyone be on guard.
Oh no, actually, I
all
have
the moths are
darkness-
gone. Uh-oh.
I have darkness, silence, and no
Cedar.
smell. Huh?
You've got the spell
Yep.
that makes
All
That
no
the
is-
smell.
senses go away.
Yep.
I can do feels like nothing. Sensory deprivation thing.
It's interesting that like there are spells to make it where you can't see, and spells to make it where you can't hear. Doesn't say anything about spells where you can't smell anything.
Yeah.
Oh, there's spells that can do that.
What's that?
Power word kill.
Power.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sickening radiance would do that for sure.
No.
If you're throwing up, you're not really trying to smell stuff.
Yeah, but you definitely are smelling
Yeah,
something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only one I would have that would work probably.
Connie is like convinced that this thing he can now cast smoke screen with this. He just
Sure.
has to figure out how.
Absolutely.
You just
Okay.
light 'em on
Okay, he's
fire.
not stupid. He doesn't think that. He thinks that would be cool.
Hey, Connie,
Absolutely.
what did you do with that token of our friendship?
Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, I turned it into this token of our friendship. It's a staff that I'm gonna carry on my person.
Okay, I don't care really. That's fine.
But I'm gonna think of you every time that I use it.
Insight check. Barrio's really sad about this.
Yeah, insight check.
Oh, I think he's very beat up. That's an 8.
Oh.
Deception check. That's a 27.
What are you?
So are you hiding
He's
your
fine.
feelings?
No, wait. Are you hiding? Wait, what?
Who knows?
It's hard to read.
Hard to read. Thank you.
Come back later.
Okay.
Connie's gonna
Future's
squeeze him
uncertain.
on the shoulder like that. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Stop touching.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
Wow, hard to read that one.
Nell just does not
I
get
don't
it.
know.
Let's see, does Connie
And that's a
get it?
27 right there.
The dynamic between those two is so interesting.
All right. What do you guys want? You guys gonna stay here another day or so? What are your plans?
We have a
I think I could. Go ahead.
Oh, we gotta talk to Juke.
talk to Juke. Maybe get
Sure.
a direction.
I think one more evening of all-you-can-eat seafood, and this time I'm going to nail it, like just the right amount. Like I'm not gonna get sick this time.
If you say so.
Oh
Uh,
man, like popcorn shrimp
as-
sounds so good.
As you guys are hanging out that evening, not as big of a party going on, but still a lot of people showed up at the Shell of a Good Time. You guys are speaking to Zook at one of the tables, and he's sitting and listening to you all. He's, so if I've got this right, you're looking for a temple? Is that what you're looking for? Or a person who is a temple?
We're looking for a person that's probably at a temple.
Right. And you don't know where the temple is or what it's called?
Well, we know that it's in the jungle.
Well, Sol Dazbog is maybe the name of something that we were looking for.
Dazbug. Well, I don't know much about the surrounding area. I haven't been around much, but my brother Mook knows a lot about the... he's more of a traveling man, him.
No.
He might know more about it.
Is he in town?
Yeah, he's heard. Let me go grab him real quick. And he gets up and he walks away from you guys. And about 20 seconds later, sits back down. My brother said you were looking for me.
Oh, are you Mook?
I am Mook. Pleasure to meet you.
Wonderful.
Is there some sort of personality disorder we need to be aware of?
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Shut up, me.
Oh wait, I was reading the note. Is this the same guy or a different guy?
This is a different.
This is a new guy. It's his brother.
I know that all turtles look alike, but they're not all the same.
Come on.
Pleasure to meet you. My name's Mook.
Who?
Mook is the name.
All right.
My brother's Zook. He was talking to you just a second ago.
You can definitely tell you're from the same clutch.
How's that?
Oh, you seem very similar in mannerisms and looks.
Couldn't be more different, him and I.
You look
Oh.
exactly the same.
Really, but you both have the same squint eye and way of speaking, which is very.
No, the
pronounced.
squint eye's on the other side.
No. Pretty sure it's very different.
I think
Distinctly
Duke's
different.
squint eye was his left eye, and I think Mook's is his right eye.
I'll explain it later. Just entertain him.
Can we
Anyway,
see your shell pattern? Or is that
Sure.
too personal?
Turns
Okay.
around, shows the shell pattern.
Oh,
No, he's way
ooh.
different. Look,
super different.
one is more orange, the other's more.
One is black with white stripes, and the other one's white with black stripes.
You got it.
Oh.
And my brother said you were looking for a place.
So, Sol Dazbog, does that ring any bells with you?
Nope. I'm kidding.
Hi.
But you happen to have a third brother.
Yeah, are there any more of you?
So, Dazbug. The name don't strike any familiarity with me, but if I understand correctly, you're looking for a temple.
A temple, yep. For a
Probably-
guy who calls himself the second son. I don't know if those two things are. Maybe he's just being dramatic.
Never heard of a second. Yeah, he sounds like he's being dramatic.
Yeah.
Sounds like an improv troupe to me.
I think we would know if there was another sun close to here.
Right.
An
Makes
actual
sense.
sun.
Makes sense. Right. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know of any sun temples or any temples of any kind, but I do know there is ruins
Whoops, that was not.
not too far off the road here. So there was civilizations that were based before the sand dunes on the edge of the jungles, and stretched further in many hundreds of years ago. But it's been in ruins for a long time. No one really goes in, and for good reason, obviously, because most of the forest has been reclaimed by whatever lives in
Sounds
there.
like the perfect place for a murderous psychopath to kind of set up shop.
I mean, if he wants to stay a murderous psychopath, I wouldn't recommend it, but you never know. But that would be the direction I would go. If nothing else, there's definitely going to be information in the ruins that would give you, like an archive of some kind, that would have probably more outdated information that could give you a direction to go. Because again, Sol Dazbog sounds like part of the dying language of this island. There's not many people speak it anymore. And if they do, it's because it's been passed down from many a generation before us islanders came in from the Emerald Isles.
Well, maybe you know, since you're a traveling man.
I am.
If we had to venture to this place, it seems like it's very perilous based on what we've experienced and been told. I know there's protections in the village against some of that. Is there any worn protections or anything that we can carry on our persons as we go?
Oh, for sure. If you're adept at magics, protections from those kind of things are definitely helpful, enhancing your ability to avoid the charms of the forest. You understand, it's not like how do I explain this in a way? I'm not a magic user, you see, but think of it as like the pollen from a plant. The pollen from any of the plants around here gives off sort of a mind-altering state. It used to be that it would do it to draw in, like, smaller creatures, other, other small items. But then as the forest grew and began to evolve, it decided to hunt bigger things, and thus it came to the point where now humanoids are susceptible to it. So it's not like it's casting a spell on you. You're just inhaling whatever it is. So the wars around around Book, for example, it just kind of blow them away from us.
Oh.
Kind of like there's like a fan that blows it all away.
An air purifier.
So I would say if you're looking for something to ward off that, I would say something that could protect you, like a hut of some kind, maybe like a magical hut that can keep you all protected from the outside elements.
We
or
don't
like
have one of those.
Spare levels lying around, we could probably acquire one of those.
No, I know. I mean, even something as simple as like a well-sealed tent can also kind of minimize the effects.
We don't have one of those either.
I have an ability. It's not super
When
long.
did you get here?
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
But
Who
at least for
are you?
brief moments, 10-minute time spans, I can make it so that wind will blow around us, making it so that nothing, at least scent-wise or pollen-based, could
Me too.
hit us.
I can do that.
Sorry, buddy, no sense allowed.
What if we're just blowing more pollen in our faces, though? Do you ever consider that? If all the air is tainted, then how?
It does deafen us, by the way.
Oh.
Makes us so that we can't hear, but we won't.
But for 10 minutes,
For 10 minutes.
we won't hear the voices.
10 minutes, we won't hear the voice.
Well, surely this journey won't take us more than 10 minutes.
It's just up the road.
And it could make it easier to travel through, because everything would be, blown out of the way.
I wonder if I could get like a tattoo that reminded me to always still my mind so that I could avoid being
Ooh, memento
ensnared.
style.
Yeah.
Your sister's not here.
Those voices are just in your head. No, that sounded like it would make me mad and belligerent.
Maybe you could carve it into your new bow staff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right, that's all I had.
Oh,
all right.
Somebody had something else. Probably.
I had a thought. Remember how you did the thing where you spray painted my whole body?
Yes.
That was really cool. I think you were trying to blind me, right?
No, I was explicitly trying to win the game, but keep going.
Oh, you were? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could have blinded you.
Oh,
Yes.
that was really smart. Well, I was just thinking that would be really cool if the staff could shoot color spray.
That does sound really cool.
How would you go about doing that?
Pray to the moon every night.
Oh. Here, can you borrow the staff and pray to the moon and see if she'll grant it that power?
You want me to ask
Yeah.
the omnipotent moon
Uh-huh.
if she will? Yeah, I mean, I could. I
Yeah,
guess.
that'd be cool.
If she'll turn your staff into a paint sprayer.
It's going to take a whole 3 minutes out of your day. What's the worst that can
I mean,
happen?
just to ask. I mean, if you don't want, no, it's fine. If you
Tell you
don't
what,
listen,
tell you
if
what.
you don't want to, it's fine.
I'll hold on to it, and if it comes up organically in conversation, we will broach it. But I don't want to hey, by the way, I have a friend that needs the thing.
Well, listen, if you don't want to ask, I don't want to put pressure on your relationship,
No,
but I just kind
I
of
will
figured it'd be
ask.
fine.
I don't have a problem
Like,
asking her.
it sounds like you do. It sounds like there's a big problem. I don't want to be the cause of any kind of strife within your
You know what I'm really worried
three-way
about?
relationship.
I'm really
with
worried that
Kestis
if
and,
this
the moon.
actually works,
I don't think
that
that's what
you'll
it
become a
is.
follower
That's
of the
not
moon.
what I'm doing.
That you'll be. Oh my God! I knew it. I freaking knew it. The moon is omnipotent. And then 1 became 3.
It just sounds like he's asking for a party favor to send.
Whoa, where'd you get?
I mean, when it gets down to brass tacks, I agree. But I mean, small miracles.
Okay,
are
so you're gonna ask?
I'll totally.
Okay,
ask her,
cool.
yeah.
Maybe I'll become a moon worshiper. I don't know.
All right. So as the group rests for their final night here at the village, prepares the following day to journey into the jungles of the Emerald Vale in search of Sol Dazbog. And that is where we'll leave you all tonight. Picking up next time with the journey deeper into the jungles. Welcome to the jungles. Thank you. But until that fateful day arrives, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. This has been the Why Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
Night, angel babies.
Later, losers.
We love you.
Some of us.
They should be gendered female, even if there's not a female present. So you know, like in the Romance languages, is if there's one male present in a group, the group is masculine.
Yeah.
Well, we have years of making up for that. So even if there is no female present,
Or pregnant.
Michelle, do you have something to tell? If there's no female present, we should go female.
So for Matt's bachelor
fine.
party, we
Ladies.
should have called it the bitches.
For what?
For Matt's bachelor party, we should have just called it the
Yeah.
bitches. What? No, I was just picking up off of Drew's edit. Drew said to use different feminine verbiage.
No, I really. But
To
I
quote
also
Dwight Schrute,
really
a
like
bitch is
how
a
it
female
provides
dog.
opportunities to entrap jerks and
Poor
what-
innocent
what do
white
you
men.
call those guys? Misogynists.
Didn't you call Michelle the B word when you got in here?
She punched my bag. She asked for it. She was saying.
You know what's funny? Your
She punched me in the sack.
Your burrito had a blowout. And I think it's because I punched it.
Remember the time that you slammed Brandon's cappuccino down? Four Corners grand opening at the City House, you know, when it was the good Mother's Day, not the other Mother's Day.
Not the last, every other Mother's Day after that,
Yeah,
when bad things happen.
But no, so they went outside because they had like a balloon arch, and Brandon's got his obnoxiously small cup of espresso, and like it's me, him, Calvin, and Michelle, and I look at Michelle, I was like, you won't slap that out of his hand. As soon as we broke the plane of the double doors, she just smacked that shit on the ground.
And that's why that
all you had
building's
to
been.
say, and like I don't like to think that I'm an easily influenced person, but like it was gonna
Sometimes
feel
the
so
suggestion
good.
hits just right.
Yeah.
That was one of those times when God was speaking through him to you, and you were receptive.
That was basically a prophet.
Wow.